Hello, Adelphi Theatre! Welcome to High Rollers Live! Introducing your cast for tonight, Tom Hazel, Katie Morrison, Rhiannon Frost, Chris Trott, Kim Richards!
Oh my god!
Whoa.
That's too many people!
That's a lot of people!
I'm filming!
Oh, wow.
But yeah, more.
What?
Yes! And
Yes!
your Dungeon Master for the evening, Mark Sherlock Hughes! Yes!
Oh, darling!
Yes!
Yes!
Oh my god.
Resplendent, beautiful, majestic,
Gorgeous!
wonderful. Hello!
Beautiful.
Hello! So,
Wow.
first of all,
Sorry, go on.
thank you all so much for being here. It's already happening. Thank you for being here at the very first proper High Rollers Live. We're so honored to have you all here.
Oh my
And we
god.
hope you have a wonderful evening. Now, is everyone ready to play some D&D?
No.
Oh, yeah, boy. Yes, I do. It's nuts, isn't it?
It's a bit much. Who are you all? Who let you guys in?
A bit much, isn't it?
You guys
It's a lot.
okay? You nice and cool?
I'm not. I'm wearing a scarf.
There's a
dumb
lot
idea.
of sheepskin here. It's hot. Yeah.
Oh,
My face ID is not working. Got it.
weird.
I
Your
got
face ID isn't working.
Weird.
We only have a short time with you tonight, so we are going to jump right into it. If everybody is ready.
Yes.
Yes! Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He brought the grabby stick.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No, I didn't know that was a thing either, Tom.
Wait, are you guys ready?
Then,
They're ready.
the Draconic Empire of Ilmera, a land ruled by the dragons themselves, divided into 7 provinces, each headed by one of the archdragons of the draconic hosts. Ilmera is a land of vibrant beauty and power, where the elements themselves are bound by the archdragon's magic. A place of frozen mountains, verdant forests, sun-dappled coasts, and storm-ridden plains. We see this land from above, as though we fly amongst the clouds as the dragons do, and draw in on this majestic landscape, descending into an area of great valleys and hills flanked by jagged black rock mountains, where volcanoes that are kept in check by the archdragon's magic reside. This fertile soil, nurtured by these powers, yields rich vineyards and fields of crops that dot the landscape, and its many rivers glitter with gold and gemstones pulled from the earth. This is Caldra, province of the Red Dragon host. We swoop and soar, passing over the lands of Caldra until we see a bustling town surrounded by great stone walls like tall towers poking up as reeds, and many red-tiled roofs lay out in complex patterns between them. Ashen Rest, the largest and most prosperous town in Northvale. This is where our story begins, as a group of local heroes are called to the Dominus Ignarum. That's us. The grand ducal palace and lair of the local draconic noble, Duke Ignarius, and his draconic family. I would like each of you in turn to introduce your character, describe them, and tell me what they are doing as you make your way up to the gates of the Dominus Ignarum itself. And I'm going to pick Chris Trott to begin.
Oh, okay. Hello. I am... All right, easy. I am Rowan. I am a Yoshnir, which means I'm a half-giant. Obviously, I picked that because in real life, I'm a huge man. I have some light gray skin that seems to gradient to black, and I have these strange geometric patterns all over my arms, which you'll get to in a later episode as to why they're there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bard, so I like to play, and you'll notice a lute that's beautiful on my back. I don't have it right now, sorry. And I'm a lovely man. That's it, and I'm just walking proudly with my best friends.
Boulder.
Wonderful.
Boulder? Barrick? Barrick Boulder? Who's a Boulder boy?
Boulder's one of my best friends.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not here right now.
Well, as we see Rowan making his way, his tall Jotnir stride kind of leading him ahead of the group a little bit. Who else do we see? Let's go with Tom.
Hello, my name is Xanthius Oregon, and I am a... Thank you. Oh, Ashton's rest really loves me today. Oh, it's really stoking my pride. And I am a dragonborn who appears mostly humanoid, half-elven, with golden scales across his arms and face. And I look fabulous.
Slay.
As a true cauldron-ish. And there's nothing wrong with me.
Got a lot to get off your chest.
Yeah, no, I got a lot to get off my chest. Yeah.
Those who don't know High Rollers, that joke will be lost on you.
Trust me, it lands.
And what is Xanthius doing?
Oh, I'm straight up jorking it and by it. Well, let's just say...
Don't give him that.
to you.
Don't give
my
him that.
What?
Huh? Sorry, that's all I wanted to say.
All right.
I got nothing else.
Moving very swiftly on. You're going to go with
That's
somebody
canonical now.
somebody far more reliable, Katie.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Reliable.
One of my good children.
I am playing Daisy Thistleheart. Thank you. Daisy is human. She was born in Cauldra, so she fits in very well with her surroundings here. She is dressed in sort of traditional cauldron gear. She's got a corset and some burnt orange sort of skirts, very cauldron colors. And she's got long, beautiful blonde ringlets. And she's probably wandering with a snack in hand for breakfast because it do be early.
It do be early.
And she's just not really talking to anyone, just really drowsily eating their little snacks.
Lovely. I'm quite overwhelmed being on this stage. So did you mention you were a rogue?
I'm a rogue.
I genuinely couldn't remember if you said that or not.
I didn't, but I'm a rogue.
I'm a sorcerer, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Professionals.
Very
I cast
professional.
spells. That's it.
You
stab
channel,
things.
so as a sorcerer, you channel internal magic
Yeah, but
rather
from
than
where?
learned
Ain't
magic.
nothing wrong with me.
Yeah. All right. So we see Daisy, enjoying her lovely snack, probably bought from the local bakery, a latte fun that is
latte
near
fun.
your inn.
Yeah.
And beside Daisy, we will see, let's go with Gruffed Kim.
There
Hang
it
on,
is.
give it a
There
minute.
is.
Give it a minute.
There it is.
Don't pressure me.
Gotta get into it.
Okay. I'm very aware that there's actual Welsh people in the audience.
Yep.
Just please forgive me
pressure.
for my sins I'm about to commit. Hello, my name is Gruff. And I'm from a little village called Tremoro, which is up in Isart. And he's basically a big lion man with black fur mottled with white, perhaps denoting a slightly older age. He's got a bit of a dad bod. So yeah, I think as he's walking along, he's fussing with his clothing because he's been told multiple times by the local cauldrons that you need to look good.
Appearance is everything.
Whereas normally he just wears furs, hide, things that he's owned for many, many years and has gone through the wash multiple times. So he's probably fussing a little bit with his clothing. He is a druid. And yes, he's also probably going to cuff Xanthius on the back of the head for something silly that he said. Like,
Hey, I'm jocking it here.
whack!
Very apt.
Watch your language in front of the Drahagonic Majesty.
Sorry.
And then lastly, in our little cadre of heroes, Ree.
Hello. Oh, hello, I am Sister Ophelia de la Rosa of the House of Blood.
Yeah, get it, girl. Get him. Get it. Go get him. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah!
Yeah. Get that snack.
She's
This one's for-
recruiting followers.
Yeah, this one's for all the goths in the
Want to
audience.
join?
Yeah, who's following? Hands up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of you. There's a lot of
Lovely,
you.
lovely.
Don't encourage it.
And Ophelia is standing very tall and proud, walking behind the rest of the group. She is a barbarian with a level in Warlock, and she has these very fine, blood-red robes with beautiful, ornate silver armor decked out with bat illustrations and all these lovely, fine, gothic details on her pauldrons. And she has these wicked, pointed gauntlets on her feet and these a blood-red gauntlet on her hand, and she's just proudly, chin up, just observing Ashen's rest, very proudly with her sunglasses just over her eyes.
Oh,
because
of course.
It's a little bright this morning, it's a little bright, but she's happy to be here, she's excited.
Wonderful. As
And there's the
yeah, is Percival your
Percy is
servant with
always
you?
tagging behind.
Yeah. So behind Ophelia, we see, to most passers-by, they would simply see a heavily robed figure, their hood covering their face, their sleeves long enough to hide their hands, just like a shuffling sack of black cloth. But to those who perhaps glimpse a little under the hood, they would see a skull, an actual skeleton wearing said robes, following you behind. Your loyal retainer, Percival.
My good boy.
You make your way up the street towards the grand and extravagant Dominus Ignarum. You see members of the Duke's Guard in their orange and red livery standing to attention. And at this point, you are all known heroes here in Ashen's Rest, and so they salute you or nod to you curtly and with a sort of smile on their face as you approach. And you see that waiting at the entrance, at the gates, is a dwarven man. He's dressed almost like a butler. He has a fine buttoned tailcoat, and you can actually see that there are studs of metal growing out of his skin that have been shaped and filed into beautiful decorations, chains or little studs engraved to be like gemstones, little details like this. Very well kept beard and slicked back hair, and you know this to be a considerate Orgrim Edarth. And when he sees you, there's a bit of a look of disdain. What? You lot again, sort of that kind of mentality.
Yeah, he doesn't like
Oh, yes, probably just saving the world again.
But he does bow his head. Heroes, you are awaited by the Duke and his children up in the audience chamber. I'm to lead you there immediately in a matter of some urgency.
Morning, considerate.
Yes, good morning, Miss Daisy. Yes,
You have to say the considerate thing.
Oh,
Be
considerate.
Mr. Xanthias, yes,
That's right.
pleasure. If we are done with the pleasantries, I'm to escort you. As I said, it's a matter of somewhat urgency.
Thank you, yes, if it is urgent, then
Of
let's go.
course, yes. And he leads you inside and into the Grand Duke's audience chamber. Waiting within this grand chamber is an immense red dragon. His body is covered in scars and burns, and one of his mighty horns is actually broken. His red scales are of a deep crimson, and dark spikes run along his spine to a thick, powerful tail. Two other dragons sit beside him, though they are much smaller and more live. One is a brighter red color. Her shape is more serpent-like, and her majestic body is adorned with golden jewelry, silks and gemstones, whilst the other is a curious mixture of red and black scales, with glowing orange eyes. In a flash, these three mighty dragons seem to shrink down and take on humanoid forms, though they still stand near 9 feet tall, with horns and draconic eyes and tails and patterns of scales across their flesh, but now they are well dressed in fine clothing and pieces of armor as well. You know these dragons to be the mighty Duke Ignarius and his children, Emberissa, and Obsidius. Ooh.
Oh.
As you enter...
Yeah.
As you enter,
Yeah.
the Duke spreads his arms wide.
Ah, my friends, it is so good to see you once more. Thank you for answering my summons so fast and swift.
Rowan gets to his knees.
Oh, please, my boy, stand. There is no need for such formalities
Your
today.
draconic majesty, you're so kind and welcoming. Thank you.
Well, after all you have done for Ashen Rest, how could I do anything less? And in fact, I'm sorry to cut straight to business and avoid the pleasantries, but it is on that nature that I have asked you to come again today.
What seems to be the problem?
Emberissa sort of steps forward now. It is less of a problem, Xanthias, and more an opportunity. One that my father and I and my brother wish to capitalize on before other interested parties may take the opportunity for themselves.
God, they're hot.
But no,
Yeah.
they are hot. I will make that very clear.
Yeah,
No, you see these three, and Emberissa sort of smiles curtly at you all and looks in your direction. And it is Obsidius who sort of steps forward.
Yes, there is something of an opportunity. Tell me, how much, heroes, do you know of the protomagi?
Rowan recoils at that.
Noticeably.
If anyone is burgeoning with perception, which I know Xanthias is not,
How's that -1? Oh.
it's just a D&D joke.
Well, if I were to make a perception check, I got a 3.
Wow.
Yes, it's just more of his body language just shrinks a little, nervous.
Why?
You find it in a future episode.
Sure.
Not much, actually.
That is right. Not many do. They are mysteries even within Ilmera. These strange vaults. The protomagi were once a race of powerful magic users that warred against the gods long, long ago. They were wiped out, but they left behind a legacy. Various magical vaults, sometimes secured in other dimensions entirely, that contain a wealth of magical relics, knowledge of spells, and other curiosities. They are scattered around Ilmera and Altheya, but we have learnt that a very rare opportunity is passing over Ashen Rest.
Wait, over?
Up.
Yes. Obsidius will kind of smirk, and Duke Ignarius will resume the kind of story.
Yes, quite the endeavor.
Many centuries ago, an explorer called Jahan witnessed a strange object in the sky, a celestial comet passing over Altheya. It dropped so low that it soared across the very land itself, within reaching distance for those who had flight, dragons and mages alike, to fly up to the comet and inspect it. This comet hosts a proto-magi vault within it.
In the sky?
Yes, it soars across Altheya, only for a briefest moments, a few hours. It passes over the entire world before it soars back up into the void beyond. But every 100 years or so, it descends once more and passes over the landscape anew. And whilst people have gone up there to explore it, it always seems to be in a new configuration, new opportunities, new relics, new magic spells to be uncovered. And tomorrow, Jahan's comet will pass over Ashen Rest.
Well, Duke, that is the coolest shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
It is quite cool,
Oh,
isn't
yes, it is. It really is. No one else agree?
No, it is very cool.
What about you, Obsidian?
Yes,
Yeah.
young Xanthias.
You've got a history, if you don't.
Yeah.
I find it particularly interesting. But there is a danger. As my father said, there may be other interested parties who reach Jahan's comet, and they may plunder it before, well, anyone else. And we do not know exactly whom may get to it. They may be nefarious in some way. Yes, young miss.
Sorry, so you're a dragon, so you can fly there.
Yes, Emberissa,
We can't.
a very astute point, my
So
darling.
how are we going to help?
Yeah,
Well-
sorry. See ya.
There are the nature of the proto-magi. They were once great enemies of our mother, the Dragon Empress. And when we get too close to their vaults, it interferes with our magical nature. It causes us to become weak and confused. We cannot enter vaults ourselves, but we could fly a group of brave heroes close enough to enter the comet themselves.
Wait.
Yeah, no, sound it out. Sound it out.
Do you mean that we
we
get
gonna-
to fly?
Are we gonna fly on a dragon? That's really cool.
Never flown before.
My
can't believe
darlings, not just any dragon. Myself and my brother will escort you to the comet ourselves.
Oh my.
So I'm
Now-
going to be riding Obsidious? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if you find my brother's company distasteful, young Xanthias,
Well,
you could always
Depends
ride.
when this side quest is set.
It does. You could
Husband.
always ride me.
Yeah.
Welcome to High Rollers.
Charged with sexual innuendo.
Wait, what?
In all seriousness, my sister and I could carry 2 or 3 of you each. You may decide amongst yourself whom rides with whom, but you should know that the protomagi vaults, they are not defenseless. When others have tried to reach Jahan's comet before, it has launched defenses. Blasts of magical energy, chunks of rock, even small construct-like devices swarm out of it to assail anyone who gets too close. And inside, you will find that there are many guardians, traps, devices of alien nature. It seems that every time one enters the comet, its configuration changes. There have been no reports of repeated rooms or chambers, but we do know that there is a central core, something that houses perhaps the greatest treasure or some chamber of importance to the protomagi.
Changing every time. I think a rogue would like that. Rogue-like.
It's a work in
Wow.
progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get
We'll
one.
cook that one a little bit
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah. We'll
It'll
get
come
one
back.
by the
bit
end
longer,
of the
yeah.
That one will
show.
come back and it'll be, oh man.
A zinger.
Now, we will have some time. It will arrive early tomorrow, but if you have any questions, we can try and answer them now. Yes.
Hello, Rowan. Do we have to go in?
Well, I suppose individually you may choose, but it seems that your companions are quite keen on it. I suppose you could leave them behind. You do not have to travel with them. You could leave them to their own devices.
I don't want to do that.
Is something bothering you, my dear?
Oh no. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty bothered.
What
It's
seems to be
okay.
the matter, warrior?
Nothing. It's fine.
Have no fear. After your efforts defeating the demons of the Lamplighters, I do not think you will face anything that will be beyond your abilities. You are mighty heroes of Ashen Rest. I have utmost faith in you all.
Look, you just have to smack a few bandits around and then there's treasure at the end. I see nothing wrong with that. I see. Pretty easy. Little snack on the way.
Okay, there it is.
I'm in.
No.
Wait,
oh,
no.
wait, no.
Okay, don't worry.
You want one of my snacks?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
You see a very bloodied water skin hanging off Ophelia's belt, I feel, at that point.
yes.
And a human corpse.
Corpse?
Fresh
Good
as corpse.
morning.
But yeah, this is an opportunity if you have any questions. Otherwise, we will jump ahead. Or if there are any preparations you wish to make, anything you wish to do before you head, conversations amongst yourselves. But otherwise, for the sake of the live show, we will jump straight to the fun bit.
This is a side quest, right? So
This
it could
is-
be at any point in time in
Yeah.
Altheya
Yeah.
history.
Yep.
This is when we're millionaires. Can we buy a load of potions?
Yeah.
Well,
Diamonds.
sadly, the alchemical shop
Closed
has
down.
only 2, and as you know, healing potions in Altheya are much more powerful, but much more rare.
We run a potion factory
That's
just
right.
outside the
Yeah,
city.
true.
I
set one
will
up.
say, whatever items you have from our recent campaign, you may have now, and if you
Okay.
use them here, I won't count them as being used in the main campaign.
Father is
So
being
your
merciful.
vitality potions and things like that, you may use as you wish.
Okay, so we
Can it
have.
be before that episode?
That episode.
Where we lost
Oh,
the
yeah,
potion.
there's a big potion.
Oh.
Yeah, can we have that potion?
No, you can't.
Okay.
I have no
You're not
questions.
going to need them.
No,
You're
I
not
mean-
going to
Sarah
need
probably
this.
forget
You're
it
not going to
again
need
anyway.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, my only prep, if we're flying on a dragon into a proto-magi vault, is to wear my brown pants.
Which I believe you wear all the time.
I wear all the time. Oh, yeah.
Helps.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right. I will mention one thing, in terms of mechanics, you will need to choose who is riding Obsidius and who is riding Emberissa.
Should we roll for it?
Well, I'm going to say something here. Emberissa is much more agile and dexterous. Obsidius can use his magic to be more destructive. Because there might be...
Boy, howdy.
There
So you want
might
to go fast, you want to go hard, is what you're saying. I get it.
One has the reach, one has the flexibility.
Okay.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah. But there will be...
I finished.
As I said, there will be... Once again, finishing far too early, Tom Hazel.
Yeah.
You will, as I said, there will be defenses as you approach the comet. So it's something to keep in mind who is riding with whom and which dragon you are riding. Yes.
Hello, Rowan.
All right, okay, this is in character. Okay.
I appreciate you are probably the strongest things in all of Altheya. I'm kind of big. Am I going to slow you down a little bit?
My darling, not at all. We are quite powerful.
I knew that.
It is more simply a case of my brother and I, we are not the eldest of dragons, and our size would only accompany about 3 of you to ride on us properly.
Could I ride Emberissa, please? Thank you.
Of course, of course.
Yes, yes.
Get in.
Well, I suppose it would make sense because Rowan's, a giant.
Half.
But you're pretty giant.
I'm a
Yeah.
big boy.
Maybe
He's a large lad.
Maybe that one should have 2 people because
Yeah. Who wants to
half giant.
ride with old Rowan?
I'll ride with you.
Yeah. You, me, Emberissa.
Yeah.
Nice and fast.
I better go with Xanthias to make sure he behaves himself.
What do you mean?
That's true.
Behaves
Yes.
myself. I've been on my best purpose.
I don't want to.
So, I just want to clarify, Xanthias is going with Obsidius.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Behave.
For those of you who have not watched any High Rollers before, that's a very interesting development.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I love this game.
Tension.
All right. So, unless there is anything, and obviously you are free to, talk amongst yourselves, or if you have any questions about, their knowledge of this thing, you are more than welcome to ask. But otherwise, I will move us on.
Nah, how bad can it be?
I have a question.
Yes, my dear.
So you were saying about these magical defenses. Do you know who put them there?
Obsidius will step forward. Well, I imagine the protomagi themselves, these vaults, they seemed to be a very independent people. They did not like sharing their knowledge or power, even with each other. So many of these defenses and wards were to prevent outsiders who trespassed in them. So I imagine it will be of their nature. So magical, most likely, but we have seen reports of constructs, living metals, crystals, traps, all sorts. But also great riches. I would suggest that you will only have a limited amount of time within Jahan's comet, perhaps a couple of hours.
Okay.
As such, do your best to gather whatever you can find, be that relics or knowledge of spells. The protomagi often recorded magical information upon stones and crystals. Perhaps search for those. And if you can, try and reach the center of Jahan's comet to learn what is there. I have one gift for you all. And Obsidius will hold out his hand, and in a spark and flare of magic, a metal disc bearing the Duke's emblem and arcane sigils on it will appear. And he will hand it to you, Ophelia. This is a token of translocation. Once you are done, or once you are fearing that your time in the vault is coming to an end, I would suggest that you find the nearest exit and then use that once you are free of the vault's sphere of influence.
The nearest exit? What if we are not near an exit and we activate it?
there will be a risk that the protomagi magic will interfere with it. It may work, but if you can, I would get clear of the vault itself. That may mean jumping from the comet and free falling. But the token of translocation will bring you back here safely, I give you my word.
How exciting.
Unless she forgets she has it in her inventory.
We don't forget coins here in High Rollers.
No.
All right. Well, if there's no other questions or anything else, we will jump ahead to tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get flying.
All right, Gruff, just to check in, Kim, anything from Gruff? Gruff all good?
I think Gruff is just like a bit over his head because he comes from a tiny, icy corner of the world. He's never heard of protomagi vaults, and now he's flying on a dragon into one, and it's going to explode, and there's things going to shoot at him.
Explode.
But pretty nightly.
Is it plundering, looting?
No. Riding a dragon,
That is pretty.
stopping bad guys, getting in, nefarious treasures from a vault, maybe defeating some sort of powerful vault spawn within.
Okay, yeah, you got me.
I've convinced, have
Is
I?
there anyone meek, vulnerable, or infirm in there?
Yeah.
Hey, what up?
Right, meek, vulnerable, infirm?
Oh, I'm very firm.
I've got a good.
Oh, Sister Ophelia.
In reality, Gruffith, the protomagi did sometimes experiment on creatures. There may be prisoners within and such things as well. They were known for creating monstrosities. I believe that if you've encountered some of the vault spawn before, gnolls and the like.
Oh,
Ghastly
yes.
things.
Yes. So
They
be
burn when you
cautious.
bite them.
But there may also be innocent creatures. The Dragon Empress herself was once a prisoner of the protomagi.
Really? I didn't know that. Well, if I spot anyone, I'll break them out quick smart.
But do be wary. Rival adventurers and such may also try and reach the comet and plunder it as well. You may need to perhaps fight them, or perhaps at least race against them to claim whatever treasures you can find.
They don't have dragons.
There may be other means for them to fly up to the comet as well.
We kill them.
Whatever you see fit to do, young Xanthias.
Yeah.
With that, then, the next morning, you meet back up with Obsidius and Emberissa and the Duke at the Ducal Palace. The great dome of the Dominus Ignarum is opened, and inside the audience chamber, Emberissa and Obsidius take upon their majestic dragon forms. And as several retainers, human retainers, bring out saddles, armored saddles, usually used for elite knights riding into battle alongside their draconic lord and lady.
Wow, fancy.
These are fitted to the Lord Obsidius and Lady Emberissa, and you mount up onto the saddles as they begin to fly up into the air. You see it first.
Thank you.
I had too much fish stew. This is a bad idea.
I'm not even there.
You see it first as a building point of light in the far distance. A ball of light blue and purple fire glittering and distorting the air around it. Obsidius and Emberissa launch themselves into the air and begin to fly towards an interception point. Soon, the immense comet roars across the sky, leaving a twisting pattern of energy in its wake. Within the huge rocky surface, you can see strange metallic growths of stacked cubes sticking out of it. As you draw closer, however, pieces of the comet itself begin to detach and open. Swarms of flying metal insects surge out, along with blasts of magical enemies and enormous chunks of rock and ice of the comet itself. And I'm going to say those very magic words that we love to hear.
Yeah? Yeah?
I would like everyone
Chalking it.
to roll initiative.
What did you do?
No.
All right, let's start with Kim.
3.
3.
Wow.
Rowan.
13.
13
Lucky.
for Rowan. Ophelia.
16.
16 for Ophelia. Daisy.
18.
18 for Daisy. All right.
Pretty.
All right. And then Xanthias.
2.
Excellent.
I rolled a 1.
All right.
Did you just bring one dice set and they're punishing you?
Yeah, but watch this though.
8.
It's going to be one of those games.
When it counts.
Right. So, first things first, I'm going to let you guys in on a little bit of mechanical knowledge here. The 2 dragons you are riding on, they are going to spend their entire turn just trying to move. They're going to dash, action dash, movement, everything they can do. However, any of you can use a bonus action to have the dragon you are riding use one of 3 special maneuvers. They can only do 1 per turn, so if one of you uses it, they can't do anything else for the rest of that turn, all right?
Okay.
So there's 3 things they can do. They can take evasive maneuvers. They will attempt to dodge out of the way of an incoming attack.
Sure.
They can use their breath weapon, which will destroy, a group of enemies or maybe one of the projectiles being thrown at you. Or they can attack with their physical claws and tails and things like that, hoping to try and destroy something as well.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
They're very powerful, but like I said, they can only do 1 of these each per turn. All right, so with that, the very first thing to go is the vault itself. As we see, thrown towards Emberissa is an enormous blast of magical energy. It begins shooting through the sky, and at the end of the round, it may hit her. You may try and do something in between if you want to try and stop that happening. For Obsidius, huge chunks of ice and stone are flung out from the vault itself, hurtling their way towards Obsidius. And again, at the end of the round, that is going to impact, unless something else changes that.
Okay, all right, sure, yeah.
Okay. Daisy.
Hello.
Hello.
Why is it always me first?
Rogue's got that high initiative.
Okay. I will try and gauge if Gruff has this or Xanthius has this.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, what I'm going to do is try and take out some of the chunks with my own weapons. So I'm going to summon a golden radiant blade out of thin air, and I'm going to throw that. And then I'm going to summon another one. It's a smaller one. It's a dagger. And I'm going to throw that. So 2 golden blades strike it.
All right, make those attack rolls for me. Let's see if you can destroy some of these enormous chunks of ice and stone heading towards you. And for those of you who are new to D&D, we make a D20 roll. We add a modifier, and we're trying to beat a number.
That's the 26.
26,
Damn.
The first blade impacts against the stone and ice. And this is radiant damage, isn't it?
It is radiant damage.
All right, full damage then. Just roll up that damage for me.
Do I get to make a tackle
there are not
that I
allies within 5 feet of the enormous chunks of meteor that are being thrown at the dragon.
I surprised the meteor. That is... that's 8.
8 points of damage. So you watch as several of these chunks are blown apart, but a large mass of them are still incoming. But yeah, the first attack manages to take out some of the chunks, breaking some of the larger ones up.
15 to hit?
15 does not. So the chunks of ice and stone are just a bit too sturdy, and that smaller blade doesn't manage to find a crack and exploit a weakness, shattering it, unfortunately. But you've caused a great big damage, and caused a great big crack into one of them.
Okay, she's also looking at it and is terrified and is just gonna sit and go, oh my god, no.
Perfect. That's a free action.
That's a free action.
Yeah.
Oh.
Panic is a free action. All right, we then go to Ophelia.
Ophelia will raise a nailed hand towards this incoming meteor, and she will
It's a blast. So it's coming towards you and Rowan is a blast of magical energy. It's not a physical thing.
Blast of magical energy. Then I will. Okay.
There are also swarms of these like little construct drones flying towards you as well.
And can I cast Chill Touch on the little constructs coming
Absolutely,
towards us,
you can.
please?
Yep, absolutely.
So that is a 17 to hit.
17 will hit. What does this look like, by the way?
It's like a skeletal, bony hand that just materializes out of nothing and rises into the sky and clutches towards these constructs.
Love it.
And that is 11, 11 necrotic damage.
11 necrotic damage. Out of this swarm, they're kind of attacking in like clusters of 3, and you watch as 2 of these clusters just break apart instantly.
Nice.
As the bony hand just rips them out of the sky, shredding them as they fall apart into pieces.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Great job. Anything else you would like to do on your
I would
turn?
like to bonus action command Emberissa to take an evasive maneuver.
Wonderful. What do you call out to her as you do that?
Emberissa, look out! Incoming!
Very good, my dear. And she begins to like spin and turn, trying to get out of the way of that massive blast. I would like you to roll a d20, and then you're going to add +5 because Emberissa is agile.
That is a 14.
14 is just enough, actually.
Yes.
So we'll come to that at the end of the turn because something's going to happen with that, but she's going to be successful in dodging out of the way of that blast. All right, fantastic. Unfortunately, Rowan, before you, those swarms of drones zoom in and they're going to start like firing these little blasts of magical energy out of these little insectoid mouths and eyes. They buzz and hum like a swarm of angry metal hornets. And I'm going to have them, there is a total of 4 of these swarms. One of them is very badly damaged. The very badly damaged one is going to go for you, Ophelia. The healthy one is next to it is going to go for Rowan. And then I think on the other side, one's going to go for Daisy and one is going to go for Gruffith, I think. All right? So against against Ophelia, that is a 3. That's going to miss.
That's not hit.
So against Rowan, we've got a 18 to hit you, Rowan.
Yeah, just a little bit.
6 points of force damage against Gruffith. Ooh, that's a 21 against you, Gruffith.
No, that doesn't hit. Okay, maybe just a little bit.
It's a little bit. That's another 6 points of force damage to you. And then Daisy. Oh, that's only going to be a 10.
No.
So you managed to kind of dodge to the side or maybe scramble down Obsidius's back or deflect them with your own blades.
She's just clinging on for dear life, and the duck at the last minute of going, no.
Oh,
They missed me.
I knew this was going to happen. Would you mind, my dear, just fetching my horn?
horn.
I made them with magnets because I knew I would do this.
Your
Thank
horn,
you.
my lady.
Those constructs!
Yep, it will go on somewhere. There we go. Right, so yeah, you managed to dodge out of the way. That is the drones done. They kind of fire these little blasts at you, but that is it. Then we go to Rowan.
Rowan will get out his lute, strum a big one.
Just can't be normal,
Sorry.
can you?
You really like that joke,
with
didn't you?
And a resonant note will come out of his lute with energy, and it will bestow upon Emberissa a bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Why not?
lovely.
Why not?
And that is a D8 that I get to add
That's
to a
right.
dice roll, right? Excellent.
Yes.
Well, we'll keep that in the chamber then. Fantastic.
Feels this flowing positive energy.
Yeah, this beautiful kind
Resonates
of
through her
music.
entire body.
Ooh, I love it.
From Rowan, with love.
Wonderful.
Now, with these insect swarms,
Yes,
are any of them going to get within 5 feet of me?
absolutely they will.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to twerk and thunderclap. As a ready action.
Okay. So
Yes,
when they
please.
fly in, we'll just make the attack now because they're going to be doing like, drive-by, flying past you and swarming around you. So just make that attack now rather than as a ready action.
Sure thing. Well, it's a con save, so...
Con saving throw will
yeah,
do.
15.
That is going to be a fail.
Yeah, boy. 2 ones, so that is 2.
It is a weak.
2
Now,
claps.
luckily the swarms are made of minions, which die in a single hit, so at least one part of the swarm breaks apart. So one
I
is...
hold the reins with one arm.
Yeah.
I get up on both of my feet, and I clap like hell. A thunderous clap.
thunderous
One
clap of the
minion gets
cheeks.
disintegrated.
One of them gets hit. Focus fire.
You see this reverberation. Wonderful.
I'm sorry. You should be.
Ophelia is traumatized.
You're behind me, right?
Yeah.
Just this
Slow motion.
giant round booty just...
Oh dear.
All right,
Trauma.
Gruff, bring us some sensibility back, please.
You say that. Oh, benevolent DM. Wonderful
Oh, here we
DM.
Yes.
Got a bit of a weird idea.
I love it.
Let's go
I
for
love
it.
weird ideas.
I'd kind of love to do a combo with Obsidious, where I cast Entangle with the idea of kind of like almost catching the fragments of ice, and then if he dodges, sort of kind of trying to shift them to the side, like
Yeah,
so
I like
they
that.
go past.
Yeah. I love that idea. So what I'm going to say there is mark off use of Entangle.
Yeah.
You're going to make, and then you'll use your bonus action to have Obsidious use evasive maneuvers. And you're going to add your wisdom bonus to the roll. Because Obsidious normally makes a dodge roll with a flat d20, but I'm going to let you add your +4 from your wisdom.
Yeah.
So that's going to represent the entangle, catching all the rocks, pulling them to the side, your knowledge of magic doing that, and then he's going to try and dodge to the side.
I feel like it's almost like, because he's a fisherman. I forgot that he's a fisherman. It's kind of
like a
like
net.
when he uses his net. So he's timing it, and then he throws this entangle out.
And then,
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, so let's make that d20 roll with a +4, because your wisdom's +4, right?
It's 5.
So 5 total.
9.
Well, +9.
A 9.
+9.
A 9 is sadly not going to be
No,
enough to
it's
do it.
not.
So whilst you do manage to entangle some of the rocks, the strands and vines and things like that you shoot out of your hands or whatever it happens to be, they throw Obsidious off, and he does try and dodge, but as he does, the magic kind of pulls some of them into his direction, and he's going to tumble and spin, and unfortunately that is going to be an unsuccessful evasive maneuver.
Look cool, though, at least at the beginning. No.
Sadly not with a 9.
That's the bit that hurts the most.
That's the bit that hurts the most. So that was your main action and bonus action, Gruff, so I think that's going to be pretty much it, right?
Just rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
While I was being frivolous.
wasted.
There it is, lost like tears in rain. That is all I can do.
That's what you can do. Xanthias, then, you are the last in the initiative, so at the end of this round...
Okay, I'm going to try to stand up while mounting Obsidious.
Rule of cool, you absolutely can stand
I'm
up.
like,
Surfing.
so I'm surfing. You can hear like a guitar in the background. I look
It's me.
rad.
Yeah.
You've got your own drum beat as well.
Yeah.
And I am going to shoot 3 scorching rays at the ice coming towards us.
The ice and stone heading towards you. I love it. Yeah, so give me those attack rolls for Scorching
3
Ray.
separate attack rolls. How bad could this go?
Stop it.
Okay.
First one.
Stop
14?
it.
14 is not enough against the ice and stone, I'm afraid. They are very tough. It's made of, thick,
Please.
heavy stone.
Try another one.
No, it can't hurt me more than once or twice or 3 times. Watch this.
That's a 2.
No. yeah, that is. 8?
No.
Okay, but
Wow.
Oh dear.
does an 8 hit again?
It does not. So we watch Xanthias, so cool, stood up, one hand on some reins,
Don't worry,
hand
Obsidious.
outstretched.
Watch this.
Watch this. Wind's pulling his hair, like his cheeks are flapping.
Right.
I love
You
that
too.
Obsidious had to witness that as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. Unfortunately, none of those scorching rays hit.
It hits someone.
Someone in some distant land is struck by a falling scorching ray.
Good morning, honey. What a blessed day.
Amazing. Well, I sadly don't think there's anything else you can do on your turn, is there?
Yeah, they're
not?
dead as hell as well. No, that's
it?
That's all I wrote.
Alrighty. So a couple of things are going to happen here at the end of the
I
turn.
just rolled a nat 20 on that dice.
I'm telling you, man,
skill
it doesn't matter which
It's a
one you
skill
roll. So
You're never getting that
at the
back.
end of the round, a couple of things are going to happen. Rowan and Ophelia, because Emberissa took evasive maneuvers, she completely dodges out of the way of this huge laser beam blast of magic. But as she does that, she spins, and I need both of you to make an athletics or acrobatics check to hold on.
This adventure could end very quickly.
Live Q&A, anyone?
Natural 20!
First one.
Yeah! I still clap.
Nat 1.
I saw Rhiannon's dice as Trot was celebrating his nat 20.
No.
So, as Emberissa dodged to the side,
everybody.
Rowan, you gripping the reins, as you well described. However, Ophelia, as you were casting the spell, the sudden turn just throws you off balance, and you fall off of Emberissa's back. Now, the dragon herself is going to notice, and she's going to swoop round and try and grab you, unless there's something Rowan would like to do.
I've already cast a spell, haven't I?
Well,
But it
this
was
is
a
your
cantrip.
reaction. This isn't on your turn. Yeah,
Is it a reaction to do feather fall?
I believe it
Someone
is.
in the audience let me know.
It is.
Oh, ding dong. Feather fall.
Perfect. So with the combination of the Featherfall, Rowan, you see Ophelia fall. What does it look like when you cast Featherfall?
It looks like tiny little Rowan cherubs. Just burst out of my loot and just grip on Ophelia at different
Like a
points.
Looney Tunes, like
Yeah.
they're gripping like the little bits.
Flapping their little wings. The wings are so small
Yeah.
compared to the tiny
But there's so
Rowans.
many of them.
But there's so many.
And they pick you up, and it slows your fall enough that Emberissa, as she completes the roll, she loop-de-loops and ducks under and manages to grab you once more because of the Featherfall.
Oh, thank you, Rowan, thank you, Emberissa.
But that is going to cost you a little bit of time getting to the vault because she has to recover you, and it's going to cost you time in the vault.
Ha! We're beating them.
Now-
We're winning.
Well, speaking of, Obsidious is one. Unfortunately, unable to dodge out of the way of these, numerous, like, huge boulder-sized chunks of ice and rock, desperately trying to fly out the way while still trying to reach the comet. I need, in fact, nope, this is on me. I'm going to make an attack against all three of you riding Obsidious.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit Gruff.
Does not hit.
Daisy, 22. Xanthias, 21.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, that'll do it.
You guys are going to take... So, Gruff, you're fine. You managed to raise your shield or take some defensive thing, deflecting the stone and ice away from you. Daisy and Xanthias, you're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage and 6 cold damage. As you're pelted, Obsidious manages to kind of smash through the debris that hits him, continuing on with the journey towards the comet, but you are struck by debris as you make your way towards it, unfortunately. I also need the two of you
I
to
use
make...
uncanny dodge.
Oh, you absolutely can. And in fact, if you use Uncanny Dodge, I'm going to say you don't have to worry about making the next roll I was going to have you make.
That's why I want to use it.
But Xanthias, I would like an acrobatics or an athletics check from you to see if you can stay on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not nice.
Unless 3 succeeds.
Maybe.
It does not, unfortunately.
Farewell.
You do see
I'm
the same
flying
thing.
through the skies like Bim.
It's a reference.
It's a reference. Xanthias, you do fall off, and Obsidious, next turn, you are not going to be able to take any actions as Obsidious is going to have to try and grab you as well, but you are basically stunned for the next round.
Okay.
Really
Well, actually,
barfed
no,
it.
you're a mage. I'd say you can still cast spells while you're falling.
So good at that.
Yeah, my accuracy. Ooh.
All right, but that brings us... So, in one more round, you will reach the vault, those of you who are getting there. You're just going to lose some time in the vault itself, but we start at the top of a round. This time, a blast of magical force goes towards Obsidious, and huge chunks of ice and stone head towards Emberissa. There are also still many of these swarms remaining, but you are drawing close to your destination. All right? So we start at the top of the round with Daisy.
Hello. So, are the little swarms still all around us?
Yes, they are. Yeah, you guys
So
still have them.
I have an ally right next to me.
You do?
Who, me? Oh, no.
Barely. No, Gruff's still here. It's fine.
Hello.
Yeah. I'd say Gruff. I'd say because the swarms are kind of doing these like dive bomb passes, they get close enough that you could wait until they're close enough to
Yeah.
Gruff and then use your
So
opportunity.
that's what I want to do.
Great, I love it.
So I will attack for my main action. I will summon, but still hold, a golden radiant blade, and I'll just take a swipe as
Swipe.
they
I love it.
come close to
Yeah.
me.
So make the attack roll, and if you hit, you'll get your sneak attack.
19.
Hits.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
How's that feel?
Hit real good.
Yeah?
Now, because these are minions, if you do enough damage to destroy one entirely with their hit points, you'll actually overspill damage into the next one. So you could, in theory, wipe out a swarm here if you roll good damage.
That's
Not
a
really.
face.
No. 13.
That's enough to kill half of the swarm.
I'll take
Two-thirds.
it.
Two-thirds of the swarm.
For my bonus action,
Yes.
can I ask Obsidius to take evasive actions?
You sure? Okay. Yep. Absolutely. Can you roll a d20 for me, please? But no modifier to this. Obsidius is not as quick as his sister.
9.
Oh, unfortunately, that blast of magical force is going to impact against Obsidius again at the end of the round.
Me?
Help!
No.
Well.
All right, Daisy. Everything on your turn done?
Just cries a little bit as a free action.
Free action. Ophelia.
Ophelia would like to unsheath Veracity, the insatiable blade.
Ooh.
And can I use Veracity to kind of parry these ice chunks as they come through?
Yeah, you can. So are you trying to deflect them away,
Yeah.
or like rather than attack them, you're going to
Yeah,
try and?
deflect them and pew pew pew.
So I'd say to do that, you would have to move up to like Emberis's head. So you're like on her, like holding her
yeah.
horn, and you're going to wait for the nearest one and then just try and bat it away.
Yeah.
I'm going to say to do that is going to be it's pretty tricky. But I'll let you choose whether you use strength or dexterity, because you can almost use the momentum and Emberis's grace as a way of like just putting the right pressure on enough point to like knock it aside. So it will just be a straight dexterity or strength roll.
Let's go Dex.
Okay, it needs to be quite high.
Natural 20, baby.
Oh yeah! Well, you can't get higher than that. So you watch as holding on to Emberis's horn, and as one of these huge chunks, you strike forward with your magical rapier, and some innate, deep magical strength resonates within you, and we watch as the rock splits apart, going on either side of Emberissa, all of these other chunks around. I'm going to say we're going to negate the damage against Emberissa this turn because of that natural 20. You just almost cleaving your way through it.
Damn.
And you hear her like, "My dear, how impressive."
Oh, not as impressive as you, my dear.
Stop.
Go on. No, go on.
Really
All
third
right.
wheeling here.
So Ophelia, that's going to be your full turn though to try and do that. You're spending your whole turn knocking these blades aside, these rocks aside. Nice. So the swarm, what is left of the swarm, that is going to basically be an attack against everyone except Xanthias, who is falling through the air currently.
Nice.
So Gruff, that is going to be a 19 to hit you this time.
Yeah, that is a little bit.
All right, so that's 6 points of force damage. Rowan, that's only a 7 to hit you.
Doesn't hit.
Amazing. Ophelia,
Wow.
that would be a 12.
No, don't hit.
Doesn't hit, so you guys are dodging to the side. And then Daisy, that's a 4.
No, don't hit.
Miss. You can see that as these drones are being weakened, as their numbers are being diminished, they seem to get less effective, and they don't have quite as much punch or accuracy as they once did.
Yeah, tell me about it.
As you fall through the air. But yeah, completely ineffectual, apart from the few stray hits against Gruff, but you're tough. You kind of deflect them off your shield and things like
It's
that.
nothing.
Tis nothing. Rowan.
I think Rowan is going to do a very simple turn.
Okay.
He's going to whip out his long sword. I didn't mean it. Genuinely didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Sure. Penis. And he's just going to essentially mop up any remaining insectoids.
Oh, you want to go for the swarm? Absolutely. Give me an attack roll.
That is a 19 plus 4, 23.
Hits. Cleave through them with your sword.
I'm two-handing it, by the way.
Wonderful.
Well, yeah.
Oh, 10, 11.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
You finish off one of these swarms as it swings by, cleaving through the ones that Ophelia nearly destroyed last time. You just finish it off completely, leaving only one sort of damaged,
Completely.
scattered drone swarm remaining.
Rained.
Fantastic stuff. Good move. Anything else, Rowan? Nothing else on your turn?
I pat Emberissa. Don't forget Bardic Inspiration.
What do you want me to do, Rowan?
I know, just feeling inspired by me.
Well, you have a bonus action left. You could have Emberissa. She is not
Attack.
taking... Yeah, she could... Or do you want to use a breath weapon, or she could physically
breath
attack?
weapon, yeah.
Yeah, you could use a breath weapon.
Is there still ice shards going towards anybody?
We're very in trouble over here.
There's a magical blast of force heading towards them. Doesn't look like an attack is going to stop that thing. But if you can think of a cool idea, maybe. Or you could go for the swarms that are swarming around their dragon, around Obsidius.
Swords, I think.
All right,
Best option
cool.
With the breath.
All right. So, for the breath weapon, I would like you to roll 6d8 for me,
I don't have
Christoph.
that many dice.
Oh, you're going to have to borrow some.
1,
68.
68.
That's a lot.
2.
Or
Getting
And
makeup
in fact,
already.
actually, make it
Five.
70.
Okay.
'Cause I know normally we can't do this, but I'm going to use the Bardic
more.
Inspiration
I'll
to
do
add
it
the
again.
damage.
That's a lot of math.
That 10, 17, 20, 26, 27, 28.
35.
35. You watch
Don't
as
make me do that again. That's a lot of
Ember-
math.
You watch, Rowan, as you kind of command out, like, attack. Emberissa spins around, and her long serpentine draconic neck catches all 3 of these remaining drone swarms in the air. She opens her mouth, and this cacophony of flame just erupts outwards and incinerates
Okay.
any of the remaining drones in the air. They are now wiped out. All of the drones are destroyed.
Wait, all the things in the air?
Yeah.
You are falling, you're safe.
See ya!
But yeah, that's perfect. And yeah, you annihilate the rest of these drone swarms.
Great.
But unfortunately, nothing is going to be able to stop that. Well, yeah, nothing that you can think of is going to stop this blast of energy from hitting Obsidius. Unless you can think of something. All right, after Rowan, it is Gruff.
We need to save Xanthius. Well, like, is it-
I would say Obsidius is going to like double. He's going to try and catch him and then fly back, but it's just going to take time. If you can think of a cool way, you will lessen the amount of time it spends.
Just ignore him. He's fine.
I was thinking actually of doing something probably a bit stupid, but let's go.
Let's go. Well, we
Um,
love our crazy ideas.
So having recently become a knight errant and with his vows in mind,
Yes.
carry on. Gruff is going to make his way to Obsidius's head. I'm imagining the attack is coming head on.
Yep, absolutely.
As he does, you see these like this oak and thorn, these branches sprouting across his chest and his body as the armor of oak and thorn appears. And I'm actually going to have him kind of stand, if he can, on Obsidius's head and try and catch the attack on his new shield, but also activate it so it does give a little bit of. I know he's a dragon, but just a little bit of cover to his vulnerable brain.
Yeah,
Will
I
also
mean,
help me, maybe.
And you,
yeah,
baby.
Because I'm
absolutely.
cute, and I'm only little.
Sure.
So I'm
will...
very much of the opinion that he's probably going to get a big blast.
But this
of
is what I'm going to
energy.
say. So you can, what I will say is, because this is going to be a saving throw for everybody riding on Obsidius.
Yep.
So that's going to be you and Daisy currently.
Okay.
And I might, well, no, Xanthius is falling.
Yeah.
So you and Daisy, what I'll say is you can basically protect Obsidius and Daisy. They will take half damage automatically, as if they succeeded. You will take full damage. You will basically fail the saving throw.
I'm sure this will be fine.
I'm sure it will be fine. But very heroic, very knightly.
Very gruff.
We love to see it. You hear sort of Obsidius kind of call out, "I will do what I can to protect you with my magic, but get ready," as you surge towards the blast. Anything else on your turn, Gruff?
That's my action and bonus action, so I am.
I love it. Xanthius.
Hey, what up?
You
I
are
have-
free falling.
Hey. Wee. I have 2 options. One, which will work, kind of dull though. The other, which is cool and might not work, but would be rad as hell.
Okay.
This
well, you know what
guy.
one option I like?
Oh, DM, oh, blessed DM, would you bless me so with your...
DMness.
Could I cast Burning Hands, enhance it,
You want to rock it?
enhance it with
Yeah.
my stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, that's what
You
I
want
want
to
do.
rock
You
it.
want to rock it back onto Obsidius.
You want to become a
I'm
rocket.
shooting, enhanced in some way.
Yeah.
Burning Hands.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Are you
Right
Iron
in front
Manning?
of Obsidius.
Not Iron Manning as much as... Yeah, no, I'm Iron
You're Iron
Manning.
Man. Yeah.
DM, I would like to Iron Man.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a choice, Xanthius, because you are nearing the comet itself. And in a moment, the dragons are going to reach the comet, and you guys are going to have to make a decision on how you get onto the comet itself.
Oh.
Xanthius, you can make an effort.
Yeah.
You can try and get on Obsidius, or you can just blast yourself directly onto the comet right now.
Now, what if...
If you fail to get on the comet, you're going to take some damage.
I'll die. Okay. What if I blast myself into Obsidius and use that as a means to have him dodge the thing coming towards him?
Ooh, I like that. Like, shunt him out of the way of the blast.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Which would be the bonus action to make him evade.
All right. I will say, well, that's already been used.
It's already been used.
Yeah, but...
But I like it. What I'm going to say this is you are going to roll a d20 plus your charisma modifier. Mark off the burning hands as well.
Yep.
D20 plus your charisma mod. You will land on Obsidius no matter what.
Yeah.
If you roll high, you will also shunt Obsidius out of the way and protect him from the blast.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then you're going to suffer the consequences for enhancing.
Into him.
It's a side quest. What?
Technically can be canon, Tom.
Oh, yeah, baby bee. Baby
Baby boy?
baby bee, that's me.
That's you.
That's me.
What did you roll?
I'm good.
I rolled high. Well done. Mommy's very proud of you.
22.
22. Good boy. Very good boy. You watch. Now, for those of you who are watching, we see something underneath Xanthias's tunic in his chest.
No.
Glows with red and gold, but also black energy. And we see that energy course through his hands, and a glove that he's wearing on his hand bursts apart in flames as a twisted,
This guy's glove budget.
dark-scaled, talon-like hand remains. But the blast of fire that erupts from your hand is enough not only to propel you back towards Obsidius's grasp, but to actually shunt the adult dragon out of the way of this magic blast.
Jeez.
Gruff, you're ready to take the full blast as suddenly you lurch to the side as you hear
Make a dex save.
Xanthias slams in. Obsidius, you fool!
Oh, sorry for being so rough with you, Obsidius.
Stop.
Oh no!
Cease.
But you, Xanthias, exactly as you want. Now you do need to roll a d6 for me and take psychic damage.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
As you channel that corrupted power, you feel something in your body strain against it.
I take 3 hurty damage.
Alrighty. You slam into Obsidius. He wraps his claws around you as you're thrown to the side as you manage to avoid the blast. Now, you are all close enough to the comet. You can see it below you. You see various cracks and openings, shimmering metal and crystal-like cubes in structures below. And you think you can see sections of it that almost form like platforms or tunnels with strange square and hexagonal-shaped doorways. Now, the dragons call out, Emberus and Aphid. We cannot get any closer, heroes. You will need to jump. If we get too closer, it will affect our minds and weaken us. You need to jump or use magic or something to descend down to the vault itself. Remember Obsidius's token when you need to flee. What do the 5 of you do?
Hello, I'm Rowan. And what I'd like to do is throw my hands up in the air and do this kind of gesture.
What is...
And that is up for your interpretation. What I'm going to do is use performance of creation to create a flume.
Okay.
Like right
What
into
is the flume
tunnel.
made of?
Rowan stuff.
Which is
Translucent, opaque
energy.
white energy.
This is kind of Green Lantern or like Iceman, you know, in X-Men, making the
Yeah.
little slide. Okay. So you use your creation of magic, and then you're gonna jump down and slide off this thing down onto the thing. Okay.
Kind of like an emergency escape.
All right.
Inflatable on an airplane.
Give me an acrobatics check with advantage
Very well.
because of your flume. Anybody who uses the flume, you make an acrobatics
Follow
check
me.
with advantage.
Follow me, everybody.
Can we ask that Obsidius gets close enough that we can
Use
also
it.
use the flume?
Yep, absolutely you
Okay.
can. Yep.
19.
19 is a success. Rowan, you're going to land on your feet, no damage.
Ophelia will follow
Yeah.
Rowan down
Yep.
the flume.
You just whee!
Whee! Oh, delightful.
Weirdly slick.
Why is it so slick?
At least it's not sticky.
Oh, stop!
Why
He
is
started it.
This whole show is just.
Filth.
Uh,
Right, Ophelia,
Yep.
let's get those acrobatics rolls with advantage.
5 for the first one. And 11, 16.
It's enough. You slide down your graceful nature that you learned in Osseous, your homeland of Osseous, all the dances and balls. You slide and land gracefully on your feet, Ophelia.
That was very fun.
You don't have to use the flume.
I mean,
you
I'll
just
I'll-
try and jump.
I'll
as
give
well.
the flume a go.
Really
Worst
useful.
case,
All right.
I can fly now. Natural 20.
So stylish.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You get to choose how cool you look.
Fucking extremely. Are you kidding?
I got an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20, Daisy, you slip and slide, easy, no problem landing on your feet.
Weird liquids like splashing into your face.
No, stop.
Stop!
Kim.
19.
19, so Gruff as well. You know, does Gruff like hesitate a little bit? You know, he's a bit older. This is
Yeah, he's probably a bit like, what is this made of? And then I think probably a jolt from Obsidian.
like a dad going on a slide.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah, and he ends on his belly,
okay.
going down on his belly.
yeah, okay, no, it's
Yeah, the
he slides
mane
down.
is just whoa.
With the magical translucent energy flume, you manage to make your way. And as you get close to the comet's surface, you feel the pull of gravity. And although the platform and the door would have been almost straight down like a tunnel, you stand on it as if it is the ground itself. And before you is a large metal door with a purple crystal inlaid in its very center. Strange geometric patterns are engraved all along the metal's surface. Now, before anything else happens, and also we're going to be shortly going on a small break, but before we do, audience, I would like your help with something.
No. Oh, no.
So,
What?
the protomagi vaults are strange places, and they have a strange sort of noise and ambience to them when certain things happen. I'd like to divide, so we're going to have the right side, the left side, and the middle divided. You can figure out roughly where you want that to be.
This is
And
complex.
It is quite complex, yes, you're right. Left side, so sort of the side facing closest to Tom and
The
Katie's
best
table.
side.
Hey, what up?
Stage left.
Stage left. I would like all of you, when I say, to try and do a sort of noise all together. All right?
Okay,
We're going to practice in a minute, but you're going to be nice and high as you can get, a nice right side. Right side.
Do that.
So the sides sort of a line from Rhea and Kim's table.
Left side.
I want you to try and go very low and give me a good oh. Right? Okay. And then in the middle, facing me, we're going to do a sort of vibrating like a hum, okay? And I'm going to point at each of you, and when I point at that section, that's the noise you're going to make, all right? So we're going to do a quick practice right now, okay?
Gosh.
So we're going to
What's
go
happening?
left, middle, right.
Very good. Very
Nice
good.
That was quite impressive. I really
I
did.
think we can make a song here.
Oh, Tom,
Oh, yeah?
don't get
Getting
too ahead
ahead.
of
Is this like
yourself.
Zelda?
Maybe.
The Song of Storms.
So, when you approach the door, the crystal in its middle glows, and almost like an eye, a pinpoint of light seems to appear and look towards each of you. It flickers, rapidly moving between the five of you, and then something unseals, and the doors open.
That was easy.
Doors are tricky, man. That was like a miracle that opened.
Oh, no, a corridor.
Beyond the door,
Not stairs, too.
you see a large rectangular room that extends onwards from the door.
Yeah, there it is.
The room is made of an odd pearlescent stone that seems to shift and waver when you don't look at it directly. A small platform is set just inside the door with 4 large colored crystals glowing with some sort of arcane power source. Beyond this platform, about 40 feet of wall, floor, and ceiling pulses with electricity, and the air hums with powerful vibrations.
All right.
At the far end of the room is another platform, untouched by the lightning, just in front of another large square door. It has 4 matching crystals, though they lack the glow of power coming from the ones closest to you. In the air throughout the chamber are 4 large metal rings. And that is is where we are going to take a 20-minute interval.
I'm so confused.
What?
We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Everybody,
Nice.
we're going to take a 20-minute interval now. Please go get yourself some refreshments, use the toilet. Also, please go and buy merch if you didn't.
get the
I know
merch.
there was a bit of a queue.
Yeah.
Try and get some if you didn't. And we will be back in 20 minutes to continue our adventure, the Volant Vault.
Oh.
Volant Vault. Interesting.
Take care and we'll see you after the interval, everybody.
All right. Oh.
Hello again.
Hello, everybody. Did you enjoy
Hello.
your interval?
Oh, yeah, interval.
Did you buy lots of merch? Good. That's what we want to hear.
Are you ready to
Don't
play some
want to
D&D?
take it home.
Right.
No.
We're playing.
Oh, yeah, we're playing. Yeah.
We're playing. We play.
Let us.
Yeah.
Get forthing.
Let's borf this.
Don't make it a thing.
It's
Forward
already
time.
canonical.
Off in time.
It already is.
So,
Hello.
let us return to our adventure aboard Jahan's Comet, a strange protomagi that soars, a protomagi vault that soars across the surface of Altheya once every 100 years, allowing adventurers and such like to plumb its depths and hopefully recover treasures that they can return with before the vault returns to the dark void beyond and vanishes for another century. As you enter the vault, beyond you see, as I said, a large rectangular room. There are 4 crystals on a platform in front of you. There is a large room electrified with lightning magic. And then on the other side of that electricity, about 40 feet of it, there is another door with 4 identical crystals, though these ones don't glow. The crystals in color are orange, purple, cyan, and green.
Okay.
So, I hand it over to you, my wonderful adventurers. What would you like to do? And time is of the essence.
Okay.
Right. Benevolent DM.
Yes,
Omnipresent DM.
yes, Rowan.
These patterns within this room
Yes.
throughout. What do they look like?
They look like geometric lines and shapes and patterns. Very much, Rowan, like the ones you have seen before and are now burned or magically infused or whatever it is onto your arms.
I
And go on.
take a serious tone as I'm observing these crystals. I think I know at least how to start.
Okay.
And I walk forward and I'm going to touch one of the crystals.
As you as you walk forward, Rowan, the air of this chamber, of this vault, seems to resonate with something that feels very familiar to you, and a vibration and sounds begin to mingle as you do.
Well done. You did good.
I love this.
As you step forward, which color crystal would you like to touch? Orange, purple, cyan, or green?
As I hear this resonance, does the glow on any of these crystals change?
No.
All right. Well, that's that idea out.
Okay.
I'm going to go
Okay.
for orange on the
Orange.
left-hand side.
So when you touch the orange crystal, its glow dims for a moment, and you, Rowan, feel something change within you. And now a thin line of orange connects you to that crystal as you become tethered and infused to it. Whilst this is the case, you suddenly feel a power that you've not had before. You can choose.
I had a premonition about this.
Oh, God, no.
Oh no.
Did you?
A power that I need to control.
Yeah?
Rowan.
Oh. So
You-
that's when this episode is set then.
You, Rowan, may now choose the direction of your gravity, and you are immune to fall damage whilst you are infused.
Okay.
I,
All right.
Dang.
I touched that crystal.
Can.
As that line is bonded to Rowan, nothing happens when you touch the orange crystal.
Guys, I feel a little weird.
What do you
And
mean?
I
What's
start
happened?
walking in the air.
So what direction do you want to be
Gravity
down?
is going to go down. Is going to be forward.
So where the door is.
Yes.
So you watch as Rowan suddenly begins to fall forwards. He soars over the electric floor. You do begin to slow as you reach the other side, and you gently, your feet just touch against the metal door. Rowan is now stood on the wall on the opposite side of the room.
He's climbing up the walls like Ophelia does now.
Are you attacking?
It's happening to them all.
Yes! Finally!
I don't like it here.
Well, I would like to touch one if it makes you floaty, fly, and go in all fun directions.
That's great. Come over here.
Oh, we'll have a go then.
Which crystal would you like to touch, Ophelia?
I would like to touch the purple one, please.
Purple. You have the same thing. When you touch it, a tether of purple energy connects to
Oh,
you.
here I go.
You suddenly feel a surge of arcane power run through your body. You, whilst you are infused by the purple crystal, first of all, you take 3 points of force damage.
This isn't what you described, Rowan.
As you feel that power surge within you, any attacks or spells that deal damage deal an extra 2d6 force damage.
Oh.
You also know that the purple crystal on the other side of the chamber, if you touch that, you will re-infuse that power into it, and you think the door will open. You think that this purple energy can power devices in this protomagi vault.
Rowan, come back. Bring me over.
Yeah, so Rowan, do you choose the other direction now and fly back? Yeah?
Okay, put your hands out. I'm coming!
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's the one. We're only having one more. That's
All right.
it.
I didn't mean to do that.
I know you
Okay.
didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
So you fly back, and you can also change it basically as a free action. So as you get close to the platform, you can just reorientate yourself and land normally.
A Rowan is
This
getting
is full
larger
storm.
and larger.
This is full Kaladin Stormlight.
in your periphery.
Oh, was this?
It
This is
a bit
lashing
strong,
right now.
You're lashing.
Yeah.
Full
Yes.
lashing. So you land next to Ophelia. Ophelia, you are crackling with this energy. You think that if you maintain this for a long time, you're probably going to take more damage as you hold on to this power. You're okay for now, but the longer you hold that purple power, the more damage you're going to take. All right? So you can feel it building in you. Is anybody else doing anything before we jump on with these two?
I would like to touch the cyan one.
The cyan crystal.
Cyan.
Cyan.
Fancy blue.
You touch the blue crystal, Gruff, and when you do that, same blue line touches to you, and you feel a power as lightning begins to crackle around you.
Give me that one. I miss it.
Whilst you are infused, you are immune to lightning and thunder damage. However, at the start of your turn, any creatures within 10 feet of you take d6 lightning damage. Everybody take 4 lightning damage as Gruff is stood next to you.
Go away.
Ruff, you fuck.
Language, Xanthias. I will
But
smack you upon the head.
You are currently protected by that field of energy.
Amazing. So I don't take.
I'm gonna move away from Gruff.
You don't take any damage, Gruff. No, you are immune to lightning and thunder damage.
I'm moving away from Gruff.
Yeah, Rowan's...
Where would you like to move to? There is forward onto the electricity field.
Am I backed up against the wall?
I'd say you can just barely, you're the only one that can get out of reach. Everyone else now has nowhere to go.
Daisy,
Aha.
What? What?
hop on.
I don't want to go over there. It's so
You
weird.
can go anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, piggyback.
Okay, yeah, you should climb on Rowan's.
Gravity.
I'd say Rowan can carry you. He is a half giant. He can carry.
Inversed. Yes.
Yeah, so
Inverse
yeah, you
gravity.
fly up. There is a section of this ceiling that isn't electrified, and you touch that. You're walking on the ceiling right now.
Cool, huh?
But imagine almost like a large cylinder. The rest of this corridor, until you get to that other platform, is all lightning infused.
So Gruff could walk through it.
That's
right
what I was
now.
about to say. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
Gruff, you
immune.
can start walking. Yeah.
I will boldly strut
Okay.
down this corridor.
Great, yeah, you start just
Boldly
moving
strut.
forward. Takes 40 feet, so it takes you about a turn. Ophelia, is there anything you want to do before I roll this d4?
Oh, wait, did you need my help, Ophelia?
Oh, yes, I did.
Right.
No, but I'm here
but
now.
bye.
But I'm here now.
All right, we're going back down.
But I'm having fun.
Bump.
Sorry, Daisy. We could swap piggybacks, and then I jump, and then gravity that way again, and take you to the other side. Is that what you want?
Yes, please. Yes.
Take 1 point of force damage, Ophelia, as you feel this power like surging through you. Whilst this is all going on, Xanthias, is there
Don't worry, it's okay. I'll solve all this with the final coloured one, which
Green.
is green. I was listening.
Yeah, so you touch the green
The
crystal,
metal
Xanthias.
crate one, yeah.
Yeah. When you are infused with the green energy, you suddenly feel a power. As you look
Die.
out,
You die.
you can. By the way, I'm going to preface this. I have been on a Sanderson kick at the minute. You feel you can see lines coming out from you to the metal rings. You now have telekinesis for metal objects.
Yeah, I pull myself towards them.
You pull yourself
All
up
of
to
them.
the ring. You grab on.
Yeah.
You can move them towards you. You can hold onto a ring and fly with it. At
Now,
this
can I
point.
both steel push and iron pull?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's full telekinesis, so you're like Magneto at this point. You have full Magneto power.
So are these guys are all zipping about, right?
Yeah.
And I'm on this safe platform.
You're by the entrance to the... Yes.
I'm sitting down cross-legged and I'm getting snacks out my pocket because I skipped breakfast because we were getting on the dragons and I didn't want to puke. So I'm just going to be here if you need me. And I'm getting
Perfect.
snacks.
Hey, do you have any metal on you?
No.
So, Ophelia and Rowan, you zip your way to the other side. You know, Ophelia being sort of held on by Rowan, you suddenly feel gravity change, you fall. But then Rowan seems to just slow down as he touches the wall, and then you can reorientate yourself. Gruff, at this point, you've walked across. Now, are you going to let them have some breathing room, or do you want to, because if you get close to them, you're going to zap them?
I'm going to ask for a hug. No.
I'll
No,
give you a big
Rowan, no. No,
Okay.
back.
All right.
So you can
I will
just stay in sort of...
sensible 10 foot away.
Okay, yeah, sure. So when you guys land on the other platform, what are you guys going to do?
Thank you for riding Rowan services. There's one bronze coin.
What if I,
Just one. I'm joking.
I have platinum.
Can you come back
Would you like
for
a
me?
platinum?
No, just bronze.
Okay.
Ah,
We'll come back for you.
It's a one-way service, sorry.
I'm lonely and I'm bored.
I think I have to touch this purple one.
All right,
So I'm going to give that a go.
you do that. I'll nip back.
Okay, you get Daisy. Okay.
What is Xanthius doing?
He's like, you know, Cirque du
What is
Soleil when
that?
they're in the metal ring and they just sort of pivot and spin. That's what's that. He's like, "La, da, da, da."
Yeah. You're not going to collide into
Does
me, are
he
you?
look good while he does it, though? That's
he looks
the
pretty
question.
good, yeah.
Okay.
Can I try and...
So let's do a few things. So Ophelia,
Yeah.
you're going to touch the purple crystal.
Yes.
When you do, the power discharges from you. You lose that power in that infusion, but the crystal lights up and the doors open into a second chamber, which I'll describe in just a minute. Rowan, you're going to nip back and grab Daisy.
somersault through a ring on the way?
Whee!
Oh, I just do that?
Yeah.
Sick. I do it 3 times.
Yeah.
Sure.
Live show, baby.
4 times.
Sure.
Ain't
I'm
nobody
quite happy
got time
staying
for
here
that.
watching this.
You don't get any benefit from doing this, so
No,
yes.
every time he does it, it's like a +1 to the combo.
Oh, it's like Sonic. You're yeah.
Bravo, boys, bravo.
Thank you. Okay, Daisy, welcome to Rowan Services. Platform is delayed, but...
Okay.
So you nip back. Daisy climbs aboard you. Gruff and Xanthius, what are you guys doing?
I'm still
He's just having fun.
spinning and twirling.
Spinning in the air?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not taking damage per
How
turn.
long for?
Not long enough to do any damage to me.
Well, how long is that?
For 6 seconds total.
So, all right, one round, one turn, done.
Yeah.
All right, great. Gruff.
Can I poke my head through to see the next corridor?
You would pass Ophelia.
Oh, okay.
But there's also there's another
crystal,
blue
yeah.
crystal on the side of the door where Ophelia currently is as well.
I will touch the crystal.
Yeah, you feel the same thing. So when you touch the crystal, the power fades from you, that crystal lights up. The electricity of the whole room turns off. So the whole chamber is now de-electrified.
Oh, I could
Okay.
just walk now. But I'll do this anyway. It's fine.
Here we go.
Does my gravity turn off?
No, not yet.
good.
No, because you're still infused to it.
Is Gruff's mane like just now a giant puffball?
Do you want it to be?
I think for the purposes of where we are right now in the live show, yes.
Then yes, there's a big static puffball.
Right.
Perfectly spherical.
This is rather embarrassing.
You look so cute and fluffy.
Ow, ow, ow.
All right, I'll tell Ophelia to hold on to something and I'll pull on her armor to launch myself towards her.
Oh.
Okay, you pull Ophelia into the room. It's like full-on telekinesis. Make a strength saving throw
Were
for
you
me,
trying to go
please,
the other
Ophelia.
way?
Yeah, I was trying to go towards you.
You got to
You
pull
know-
on an object heavier than you.
Ah, damn it. I'm not in.
11.
11. You are pulled by some mysterious force into the middle of the room. It's not enough to cause any damage. You're sort of yanked forward, like you fall on your face. Luckily, the electricity was turned off. Otherwise, you would have been pulled onto that. But you fall flat on your face, and yeah, you're lurched forward a little bit, Xanthius, but nothing.
I'll land, start walking forward. Sorry, it would have,
Can I grab Xanthius' leg and let him trip while I'm on the
Sure.
floor?
Yeah. Make a dex saving throw for me, Xanthius.
I trip and fall and land flat on my face.
Yes.
Both of you are lying
Ow.
prone in the middle of the room.
You know how it feels?
Okay, all right, after you.
Daisy, something's on the line.
Children.
It's going to be another delay, sorry.
Children. there is a rather time-sensitive issue right
Yes,
now.
okay.
Right,
So while
Stop
this is
squabbling.
So
All right.
while this is all happening, for Gruff's benefit,
Yeah.
you can look into the chamber beyond this, chamber 2. What you see is very complex and alien and strange. You see a circular chamber with a complex series of metal rings and rails running through the central ceiling, surrounding a central platform upon which is some sort of humanoid construct. It has 6 arms, and each of its hands ends in a different odd-looking device or a tool. Suspended on those metal rings and railings are glass orbs that seem to contain all manner of strange items. Strange colored woods, metals, ore, other strange objects. You can see that there is a green crystal in this room. There is also a purple crystal, but it's completely dull of any glow or power.
Xanthias, come over here.
What?
See these rings?
Yeah. Ophelia was mean to me.
Right. Do you two need to make up?
I'm assuming Daisy and Rowan,
Yeah,
you
we make
basically
our way.
transfer back over.
No.
I will say, if you step through into the next chamber, any infusion you currently have is lost and it reverts back to the previous chamber.
Okay.
Fine, that's fine.
So it's almost like as you pass through the threshold of the doorway, that orange power, that you feel it fade from you, and you see the crystal on the far side light up again.
I metal push Ophelia just a little bit.
Stop it, you two.
dare.
Stop it, you two.
That's
If I
you,
have
that
to-
is. That's you.
If I have to
bet you-
raise my voice,
That's you.
Don't make me try.
I'm going to smack
bet you
both of them
bloody
upside the
delicious.
head.
Okay, you both get a swift gid slap around the back of the head.
Ow!
I
I started
don't
it.
like it!
Xanthias, apologize to Ophelia. Ophelia, apologize to Xanthias.
Sorry.
Good.
You
Now
shouldn't
hug.
do that,
Wear
though.
this shirt.
Shouldn't do that.
Do what?
Just antagonize Ophelia. She bites.
Shouldn't antagonize me. I'll transform into a dead demon.
Do you want to go sit in the corner of the room?
Yeah.
Go on then. Time out.
Well, it is a circular room, so there isn't a corner.
Right.
I just keep walking.
Just keep walking around.
It's just facing the wall, just shuffling round in a circle.
So there is another door on the far side of this. It is also closed. This is the
Okay.
chamber.
Crystal colours were in here?
There is a green crystal that is powered, so you can see that it has charge.
Right.
There is a purple one, but there's no energy within it.
What are the tools in this 6 armored?
Yeah, well, some of them you don't
figure.
recognize at all. Some of them, they almost look like wands, or some of them look like strange spiral-shaped alien devices. You're not really sure. Some of them are like hammers. One almost looks like a glass blower's like pipe or something like that. Very odd. The construct itself, whilst it has a humanoid sort of shoulders and chassis, its head is just like a single loop of metal.
Don't laugh at my drawing.
It's not great.
What are you laughing at?
Let's not
Drawing.
laugh at Trot's drawing. He's trying his
Drawing
best.
I'm drawing a 6-armed humanoid.
It's better than mine.
If you have any questions about the room, I will answer them. But yeah, that is what you kind of
Okay.
see in this place. And like I said, there are these on the rails, almost like imagine like a track system of rings and rails, and there are these orbs hanging from them. And they have all sorts of, I guess you would describe them as like ingredients, like things used to make things. Woods, metals, threads, but it's all very magical and bizarre. The thread and the cloth shimmers with like a magic aura. You see like just a piece of glowing energy trapped within one of these spheres. Some of the metal looks like it drips and flows, like it's melting.
Who's clever? Because this is confusing.
I'm looking at the wall.
When is his timeout over, Gruff?
Are you ready to behave?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think you can do in this room, Xanthias? Right, back in the corner. In the previous room.
Oh,
And I'm turning the electricity on again. Does he still have the power, or did that?
No,
As soon as he
Oh,
passes the
soon-
threshold
okay.
into this second chamber,
Okay.
it all fades.
And can we reach the green crystal?
Yeah, you can reach
easily?
the green one and the purple one. The construct also has like a purple gemstone in its chest, similar color but also unpowered.
Are there any crystals at the other side of the room in this room? No. Not at all. That's the only one.
Right.
Okay.
I think I've pieced this one.
Feel free to also be, if you want to be like arcana checks to give a hint and stuff like that, you absolutely can.
need.
But Rowan,
no, it's okay.
let's see what Rowan has to
Oh,
say.
What is it, Rowan? You got this?
All right.
Yeah, okay. Here we
I
go.
noticed, Antheus, you could control metal with the green crystal.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
I would like to try that next.
No, yeah, it's
if
great.
you don't mind.
No, it's cool as hell.
So there's a green one in here. I think we have to get the bits and bobs that match the humanoid thingy, and then the purple. Open door, done.
What?
Easy peasy. Done.
You know what? Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to touch the green crystal.
You feel the same thing. You feel like you see all these lines leading out to the metal objects, and you can manipulate them. And there are multiple tracks, and with this power, you can rearrange these orbs to be within arm's reach of this construct. And you can choose up to 3 things to be within arm's reach.
Can I do a check
Yes?
to see if I can pair one of these weird things with a tool that seems like it uses that thing?
Sure, try. This is going to be a very difficult Arcana check.
What do you mean?
I believe in you.
Very smart.
Yeah, but
Hey, what's
this is
your-
alien knowledge.
What's your Arcana score?
Oh, it's a solid 0.
It's right there.
13.
13. Looking at these materials,
Check this out.
none of them seem familiar to you, and the tools are strange. What I would say is you kind of get the sense that this construct isn't powered right now, and the crystal, the purple crystal, is probably what powers it, but it needs something more to like turn it on. And the construct itself, you imagine that there would need to be some sort of interface to tell it what to make. And so you can't really match up what it would need, but if you can turn the construct on, you might be able to like ask it or get it to tell you.
One of them has the shiny energy thing in it.
All right. Can I
I don't
control
know.
them
Try
all
put
near
that over there.
Yeah, you can move that into place, one of the things that the construct can reach.
It's easy. It's actually quite easy.
And it slots into place within reach, but nothing else happens.
Well, I'm at a loss.
Oh, right, okay. Can I take that power from you? The green thing?
I put my hand over your face.
Hey.
Does it work?
It does not. You are currently infused to it. Until you uninfuse...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Come to the crystal with me.
Okay. I actually
touch-
had no plan of what I'd do if I had
Oh,
that.
I thought you had a plan.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'll return the power to the crystal.
The metal power,
Yeah.
the green power to the crystal. Yep. You reinfuse it back into the crystal, and now anyone can touch it.
Any ideas?
Purple crystal.
Touch the purple. I touched the purple crystal.
Okay, you touch the purple crystal, Xanthius, and you can tell. Normally, you saw Ophelia touch it, and she seemed to gain some sort of arcane power. This one needs to be powered up before it can do that. And the way that you do that, you immediately can tell that if you channel some of your own personal magic into it, you will power this node for a brief period of time. The level of the spell you give up to this will determine how long it stays active for.
You want a thunderclap?
Yeah.
It's just a cantrip.
It has to be at least first level.
I'll just put a third level. Why not?
All
One of my
right.
2 third level spells I will put into
So
this.
you feel your magic surge into this crystal, and it hums to life, and that purple energy immediately infuses you as well. Like you can feel that power. So you take 1 point of force damage,
Oh!
but now your spells are enhanced. But you also think that if you touch the construct, you will give the power to it instead.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll saunter over to the construct.
Okay. You touch the center, you feel that power fade from you, go into the construct.
I want it back, though.
And in that circle of metal, a glowing bead of purple energy appears. And it sort of, its arms begin to reach out, and you hear it say in your minds, this is not spoken out loud, but psionically, which you do have some experience with. Psionically in your minds, you hear these like vibrations. And as you feel that energy,
Oma.
it translates into words. And you hear, manufactory activated, assembly protocol ready, awaiting instruction.
That was a lot from 3 notes.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Well, it's all psionic, mate.
Okay, yeah.
It's in the brain.
Of course. How do we instruct you?
Help.
Assemble.
Help.
Help
Right,
menu.
3 questions all at once there. You were the first to speak, Gruff, and what did
Yeah.
you say? How do we instruct you?
Yes.
you hear in your mind verbal or psionic commands will be accepted. Please specify. Would you like crafting schematics? Would you like door opening sequence or assembly activation?
Crafting.
When you say crafting, you see some of that power fade. There's now only 2 sort of like, bits of power left currently. And it will say, I am currently capable of constructing Mist Dancer, the Stone Heart, the Void Star Ring. Please specify activation.
Magical items.
Okay.
I mean, they all sound amazing.
Okay.
One more, so one more of those powers goes down. There's 1 power left.
Wait, what were they? Mist Heart, the
Void ring.
Void Ring.
Stone. It was Mist Dancer, the Stone Heart, Void Star Ring.
Oh, what's more of a choice?
Void Star sounds
Oh.
so
Void Star
cool.
Ring
Sounds pretty
sounds
metal.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that does sound cool.
Yeah, that one.
The Void Star Ring, sir. Please.
Do you wish to assemble this item?
Yeah.
Now, if I remember, you moved the glowing power source within its reach, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
You watch as one of its hands reaches up to that orb, opens it, and takes this glowing, almost like a small star, and it clutches it in its hand. It moves it to this console, and it begins. And then it shuts down. The power fades, and its last words are insufficient materials, lacking living metal, void essence. And then it shuts down, and its power runs out from the spell that you infused.
Essence.
Oh, okay. Get those things. I can shove some more energy into this bad boy.
Void essence. What does that look like, you reckon?
That, I think that would require either an investigation or a perception check or arcana.
Help me out, team. Help me out.
I'll help
Okay,
you. I've
okay.
got big old perception. Burgeoning.
Oh.
Nice.
24 perception.
24 perception,
18 Arcana.
18 arcana,
16 Arcana.
16 arcana.
17 perception.
All right, between the group of you, you help Rowan, and Gruff, you immediately recognize something, not void essence, but living metal. You see one of these orbs, there's like a pool of mercury, and it's dancing and moving. And as you get closer to it, like a symbiote, it kind of splats against the wall and follows you around.
Ooh, that's not
And you're
sinister.
like, that is probably living metal. Those of you who made the arcana checks can quickly identify just inky darkness that seems to ripple and form like an undulating shape in one of these orbs. You point these out to Rowan, and you do have the green power. Oh no, you put it back in the crystal.
You have the green
I can get it
power.
back.
You touch that, and you can use that to move these things into place, and they are now within the construct's reach. But the construct is currently still out of power.
Give it some juice.
Okie dokie.
What level spell are you putting?
I'll put just a first level.
Okay, first level.
Maybe it only needs 1.
All right.
Power?
So you put it in, you can see it kind of flares to life, and it says the same thing. Manufacturing activated. Assembly protocol ready. Awaiting instruction.
Ah, crap. Void ring? The void one?
Void ring. It reaches out and it takes the void essence and it begins to merge it, and almost like molten glass, it begins to shape it with its many hands, and using its strange, like arcane devices, shapes it into a ring. But then, sadly, before it reaches the living metal, it shuts down.
Ah, okay. Anyone else got some? Okay.
Altheya Side.
Second level. Boop, 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 boop.
Like a child, Xanthus is like, more.
Right.
Void ring, carry on, void ring.
All right, you do the same thing, and with that last thing instructions, it reaches out and it takes that last little bit of living metal, it merges it with the void ring itself, kind of giving it form and shape, and then that glowing star essence is slammed together. It brings all 6 of its hands together, and in between its talon-like fingers, you can see something take shape. And as it opens its hands, a ring of black night, tiny dots of starlight swirling around it, glowing with light, hovers, and it reaches out and places it to be taken.
Yep.
Xanthius, you have acquired a Void Star ring. This ring has 3 charges and regains D3 at midnight. You don't need to write this down, I'll remind you. A character can expend 1 to 3 charges and fire a 60-foot long, 5-foot wide beam of starlight. Any creatures in the beam must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 2d6 radiant damage for each charge spent.
Radiant.
I want that one. Bitch.
The construct, power remaining, awaiting instruction.
Door code! Door code!
Door code activated. Releasing next chamber. Thank you, protomagi.
Thank you.
And you watch as the door behind this construct, many of these ingredients and things still remaining, but the door begins to open.
You're against the clock here, aren't we?
Percival should get more arms.
Be helpful, wouldn't it?
It would be very helpful.
Yeah.
That's an easy
I
thing.
think that would look pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of insectoid.
That's even worse.
How? That's perfectly
Next,
fine.
he'll be crawling up the walls.
Yeah.
No. No.
All-terrain Percy.
ATP.
As you open that jaw chamber, and you can now see past the construct, past this manufactorum, you can see into the next chamber. This one seems just as strange. As you look into it, there are no walls or ceilings. There's just a black void and a ringed platform that focuses around a large pillar that hovers in the middle of it. Like imagine if you have a piece of paper and the pillar is sort of hanging in between this huge ring. 50 feet of it is up, 50 feet of it is down, and it's covered in sockets, what would have once held small stones, like glowing gemstones. And you can actually see two more doors. One is closed and one is open. And another group of adventurers is currently prizing some of these stones out of the pillar and trying to open the other door. They've got some of these crystals. They've got a purple one. One of their members is clearly charged. And what you see is a very odd-looking party. You see an old man in grey robes with a big grey beard, and he's kind of pointing at two halflings in like little green cloaks, and they're scrabbling, trying to prize some of these like things out. Near the door, you see a very angry-looking dwarf, as well as an elf who's got a bow out and is like covering his friends.
Right.
And then sort of leading the whole team is a very handsome-looking human ranger. And you overhear a little glimpse of their conversation. You just hear the old wizard man like,
Oh, Tam! Nodo, what are you doing? Come on, get those stones. We need to get into the next trip. Other adventurers, Tarragon! Well, we have company.
Tarragon.
yeah. What do you guys do? You can see that they've nearly got this door open. They're basically forcing the door open, it seems. The dwarf is physically forcing it open.
Back off. This is our vault.
No, I think you'll find that we were here first.
No, you were not. We got here by dragon, which is way faster than whatever you did.
I flew us all up here with my magic.
I'm sure you did. I wish I could do that myself. I can do that, and it was cool as hell.
Well, too bad. Tam, Nodo, quickly, throw me the stones.
And they toss a couple of these glowing gemstones. They're like, "Oh, here you go, Randolph!" And they throw them down to them. They quickly gather them up.
Can I join their party?
Yeah, can we swap?
Can I
You
join
can try
them?
to, yeah, absolutely.
What's the lovely handsome elf with the bow called?
Well, I mean, do you ask him?
No, I just see if we can pick it up in passing.
Oh, okay.
You know, 'cause-
After a few moments, you do hear the elf call to his dwarven friend. He's kind of sat by him by the door. Hurry, Bibli! There are many. We seem to have many new foes that have arrived. My elven eyes saw them coming.
What a fool you are, Laurel Leaf. I've nearly got this thing open. Come on, give me a hand.
And you can see he's straining his muscles, a big heavy hammer by his side, and he's struggling to open it.
Amazing.
Yes, Rowan.
In the interest of time,
Yes.
I have my harmonious recall. Usually it would take 10 minutes, but I'm in a vault with geometric shapes.
You feel that harmonious recall heightened here. You actually feel a power unlike any you felt before surging through you.
I want to use this connection to try and feel their deepest, darkest fears
Oh.
as they are
okay.
touching the ground.
You kind of reach out, and normally when you use this, you touch stone and earth, and there is none of that here. But the very floor that you walk on, this weird pearlescent stone, you watch as the geometric shapes of your arms almost stretch out like shadows from you, reaching each of these strangers, and a psionic voice in your mind. No words are spoken, but you see images. And you see images of a great winged demon made of flame and darkness, looming over a bridge as many of their friends lay dead before them. A Baylor! From the twin pits, the Helian throne.
Yeah.
By the silence. I'm going to cast Silent Image
Okay.
In a crack in the door that they're opening. Barry the Balrog.
Baylor.
Baylor, sorry.
Barry the Baylor.
Okay, we see it appears as Bimley. I've got it, you stupid elf. I've done it all by myself. Oh, by Karakdum, as flame and shadow reaches through as this hideous, horned, demonic face reaches
It's
out.
silent.
It's not here, Rowan.
Oh.
Your silent image seems to take on and becomes a major image as the protomagi vault itself seems to be enhancing your spell.
Ooh.
And as it does, the two of them stumble back.
Fly, you fools. It just came to me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good improv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came to me.
Well done.
Yeah.
The Grey Wizard looks around in absolute terror and he says, "This foe is beyond any of you. Run!" And as swelling music plays, him and his allies, the two halflings, drop the two stones that they were carrying on the floor, and they glow with an interior light as the group of them run back out the way they came. Ah! Make for the bridge! As they begin to flee towards what appears to be some sort of bridge in one of their distance.
Very nice.
But yeah, you clear the room, like they flee. Absolutely. The door is only somewhat opened by the dwarf, but you can maybe move up to it and look into it. But there is this strange pillar with these stones and the two drop stones on the floor as well.
Goodbye, legally distinct adventurers.
You just see at the last minute, the last one out is the handsome ranger who kind of turns around, making sure that his allies are safe, like raising the sword in his direction, and he looks over at you. As he and then turns dramatically. Da-da-da! Dun, dun, dun. Careful. Yeah.
You get 3 notes.
That's it. All right. So what do you guys do in this chamber?
There you go.
That was okay. Good job. Let's go use those things. I'm sorry. I'm bewildered by what Rowan
What
just
just happened?
did.
What
Sorry?
was that? What just happened?
I don't
I
know.
just manifested their deepest, darkest fear in them.
Right.
So
You scare me today.
I scare myself sometimes. Sorry about that. That also was way bigger than I usually do. Sorry about that.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Can you do it again?
I don't want to.
Okay.
So what's the plan, team?
They dropped 2 gems.
They
Maybe
dropped
that's
stones.
The door did close
Yeah.
again, right?
Yeah.
It's closing, but it's still ajar.
Can I
door.
bonus action rage and try and hold the door open?
Yeah, so you rush up and you just throw yourself in it. Absolutely. You spend the rage. You can keep your rage going. Don't worry about it fading. As Ophelia is holding the door open for the rest of you. Anything? Are you all just going to run towards it?
All right,
Can I
let's go.
scoop up the stones, though, as
You
we go?
absolutely can. Can you roll for me, Kim, a 2d6 and tell me each result individually?
A 3 and a 2.
Okay, you pick up these strange stones, and for the sake of just overgame, you don't know this in character yet, but when you get back to Ashen's Rest, you can have them identified. These are called spell stones, and the proto-magi use them similar to a scroll. They contain a spell that a sorcerer or bard or another magic user can learn from, or a wizard can learn from. They can also be used to temporarily cast them, but Gruff, that the 2 stones you currently hold entirely new spells that have never been learned before. One is called Etheric Armament, and it's a 1st level spell. And the other is called Energy Cascade, and it is a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, okay.
And you can keep these, and they will make their way into the main campaign for you guys to potentially learn from them. The proto-magi were masters of magic, and many of the spells in Altheya once originated in these vaults, and then became more widespread as people learnt them and shared them through colleges and academia. These spells are entirely unique. No one else will know them. For now.
Keep it secret.
Keep it safe.
So we will come back
We're
to that
really
later.
pushing it
But I
now.
would definitely say you can't use them now.
Okay.
Just because you need time to learn them and what they
Yes,
do and stuff like
learn
that. But
the
yeah, so
arcane
Ophelia
arts.
is holding open this door as the rest of you rush, Gruff scooping up these things. Ophelia, what you look out into is similar to this room. There are no walls or ceilings, just a big, expansive circular disc. And you can see 4 of those crystals, each sort of spread out evenly amongst the disc. The green, purple, cyan, and orange. But that's it. It seems completely empty, except for some sort of circular pattern in the center of the room.
What does this circular pattern look like?
Like a metal iris that's closed, like the Stargate shield.
Cool.
Like,
Oh, there's more of these crystal things again. I don't think I want to touch the purple one
you're
again.
probably not going to be able to hold this door open for much longer, though.
Everyone
Okay,
in?
well,
Yeah, we're
let's
going.
go through.
Yeah.
All right, you guys all enter through. Now, keep in mind, this door was closing, and as you step through, the doors behind you slam shut.
It's jungle one.
Ah, the consequences of our actions.
Rhiannon,
Yeah?
you have the coin in your
Thank you,
inventory.
yes.
I do, yes. Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Okay, thank
Just
you.
reminding you.
Thank you.
As the
Use it
5
now?
of you...
No.
No.
Okay.
As the 5 of you rush into this chamber, there is a moment of stillness.
Here we go.
The crystals begin to flash and pulse. And then from some unseen void above you, a great creature lands into the center of the room. Quadrupedal, like a horse or a centaur, but its upper body is like that of a giant man. One hand, it holds a giant axe. In the other, it is almost shaped like an enormous cannon. Its face, like that of the construct, is just a single loop of metal with a single red eye. And as it lands, insignificant intruders, you will not be permitted in the vault, as the Guardian awakens.
Oh boy.
And
Oh boy.
we are going to roll initiative.
Oh, Nat 20! I don't know what to do.
Alrighty, Rowan at 20.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Ophelia.
I rolled a 1, 3.
Wow.
3. Gruff.
13.
13. Daisy.
20.
20. And Xanthius.
I rolled a 2, 3.
3.
Did you roll that dice again? Oh, no, that was my one.
And then
Your dice.
for the Guardian. Oh! The first of mine. A natural 20.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we
So
go.
the Guardian is going to go first. And as you are all grouped together, you see that from its central eye, it is going to use its arc beam as it fires a line of light that streaks across all 5 of you. I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Dexterity.
It is, and danger sense would activate as you see this coming, Ophelia.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Nice.
Damn.
Knocking it out of the park. 14.
14. Gruff.
A natural 1.
Oh.
A 25.
25.
19.
19. Anybody who got 15 or higher is a success.
She got
Okay.
Dex.
Those of you who succeeded going to take half damage. That is going to be 10 points of force damage, so 5 to those of you who passed, as this
Owie.
beam, like a laser, crosses across all of you. You can see all of those 4 crystals begin to immediately project beams into the Guardian itself. You see it becomes surrounded with a shield of lightning. Its weapons begin to glow with purple magic. It seems to have other powers around it, as each of these crystals seem to be empowering it as well. After the Guardian's turn, and it is just going to move up towards you to engage you in single combat, and that is going to be the end of its turn. We go to Rowan.
Right. This is interesting.
So the purple crystal, is there a purple crystal?
There is a purple crystal in the room, yes.
Is it glowing or no?
They are all glowing.
I'm going to touch the purple crystal.
You rush up to the purple crystal. You place your hand upon it, Rowan, and you take 4 points of force damage. However, You are now empowered. Any spells or attacks you make get an extra 2d6 damage. More importantly, you watch as the Guardian's weapons no longer glow with that power, as it is unable to use that energy source.
Lovely. Well,
Very good.
I'm going to use...
As you run over to it, though, I would get an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
As you have to move around the room. It's like a big circular room.
Right.
This thing has moved right up to you. If any of you want to move away, it's going to be an attack of opportunity, all right?
Well, can't beat my AC.
15.
Yep.
And technically, this was before you touched the purple stone, so its energy attacks are enhanced.
Ow.
Luckily, I rolled terribly for damage. That is still going to be... I'm going to divide this out. That's going to be 7 slashing and 10 force, so
I'm down.
17.
I'm down.
Wait, for
Do you
real?
want to
Really?
What?
Don't forget you've got your endurance power.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm going to roll my stone's endurance. Thank you.
He did take a lot of damage.
I heal back 9.
So
Whoa.
it would become 8 damage instead of 17.
Cool. I'm barely alive.
Great.
All right.
But I'm alive.
You are alive. So you rush over, and now that energy drains away from the the Guardian's attacks. Energy flaw detected. Malfunction. Malfunction.
Okay. I'm going to
So
heal
that was
word
your
myself.
Yeah, bonus action.
Yep, healing words.
It's a free action to touch the crystals, by the way.
Okay.
Cool.
Are there 4 crystals?
There are, yeah. One for each of the colors. So cyan,
Okay.
green, orange, and purple is now attached to Rowan.
Okay.
Cool.
Gonna
Remember, once
heal.
they're infused, unless he touches the crystal again, it stays with Rowan.
Okay.
Healing word self.
Okay. Healing spells, whilst you are empowered with purple, are maximized.
Oh,
So 8
very
plus
nice.
4.
8 plus 4, so
12.
12 HP
Excellent.
back.
Nice.
12.
Excellent.
And whilst it's lacking power,
Yep.
I'm going to swing my sword at it and just give it a regular attack.
Okay.
I should have got better red dice. 16 plus 4, 20.
Does hit. And don't forget,
Oh.
you could do an extra 2d6 of damage
Yeah, I can. Why?
because of the purple
Because you're
energy.
empowered.
I knew that.
You're purple.
I knew that.
You're- yeah.
to this.
10! What's
Wow.
an extra d6?
2d6.
2d6, that's what I said. Well, 17 points of
17
slashing
points of
damage.
damage and force damage as well.
Yeah.
So as you cleave your sword into this thing,
Yes.
you rend through its crystalline metallic armor. However, it still has its lightning shield from the blue crystal, and you take 4 points of lightning damage.
As I swing at it,
Yes.
I look back at whoever's looking back at me, and I say, for Nodo.
Well, it is Daisy up next.
I'm going to say to the other 3,
Hello.
get the other crystals.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm going to sprout some angelic golden wings from my back
Nice.
as I float staying within his range, float just above him, summon a radiant blade in my hand as I take on my radiant form, and I will slash at.
Okay. So as you're moving away from it,
I'm going to stay within its range.
you're going to stay within its range
Yeah,
and then
I'm
make an
gonna
attack.
use
Sorry.
it.
Okay, great. Love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
make
yeah,
that attack
yeah,
roll.
Not good. 14.
14, unfortunately, it brings that great sort of axe up, that blade, and blocks the strike, preventing you from striking it.
Damn it. Okay, I can't do anything else because that was
You've
my
used your
bonus
bonus
action.
action.
But
Yeah.
I look real freaking
You look
pretty right now.
awesome. You look awesome. At the end of your turn, Daisy, I'm going to use a legendary
No,
action.
don't do that.
Ugh, gross.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Gross.
Ugh.
And I am going to use its gravity hammer on Gruff.
Hello.
Hello. You feel this immense gravitonic weight pressed down upon you as it summons gravitic energy. That is going to be a 14 to hit, though.
Does not hit.
You bring your shield up as this meteoric hammer of energy crushes against you, but you deflect it away, unable to strike. However, you are moving at half speed until the end of your next turn as you feel this intense gravity pressing down upon you.
Okay.
All right, that's its legendary action. After Daisy, we go to Gruff.
He's drawn something very bad over here. It's his artistic interpretation of what we're fighting, and it's not great.
Oh my god!
That is certainly an idea.
You all saw it, right?
Sure. Right, Gruff.
How far am I from the blue
You
crystal?
are from the blue crystal. You can get there in a movement. You can easily get there within
and is
one
anyone
movement.
within 10 foot of me when I touch it?
If you move to the blue crystal, say nobody's within 10 feet of you, but if you move back to the creature, then they will be.
Okay, I will.
You're breaking Rhiannon.
Oh, I didn't do the red eye.
I'm just got to block this out of my view because it's very distracting. I would like to touch the fancy blue crystal, please.
All right, so as you move away from this creature, it is going to get an opportunity attack. This thing seems to be able to take multiple reactions.
What a
because it is
cheeky
legendary.
Come on, Reed, be
That
strong.
is only a 10 to hit, though.
That does not hit.
Ping! You parry it away as you dash away
Nice.
towards the blue crystal.
Touch the blue crystal. Vroom, static.
As well, thank you. Daisy, when
Hello.
you did go to strike it, you would have taken 4 points of lightning
No, I
damage.
don't think I want to.
You did, though.
You missed it.
Gruff, no, this is when you went to attack it.
You missed it on my turn.
Well, I did, but then I remembered it.
How dare you?
Gruff, you rush past, you touch the blue crystal, and you feel that lightning power now go into you.
The mane is now
Static.
like a dandelion again.
Amazing. So if I remember, that's currently just the blue and the purple
Yes.
that are currently active.
Yeah, and
You watch, so when you do touch that blue crystal, the Guardian and the room itself and the other crystals seem to grow a bit unstable and erratic.
Oh.
okay.
Oh,
That's fun.
holding the place together.
And then can I move to attack it, or is because I'm half speed?
If you
so
move to attack it, you're half speed, so I'm going to say no,
No.
but even if you did, you would then strike all your
I would
friends
strike
with the lightning.
everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
How fuzzy are you?
But you
right
can
now?
do an action if
I'm
you've got
a
range
full-on
spell.
dandelion. Like,
Nice.
yeah.
So you can range spell or ranged attack it if you've got one.
Yeah, I would like to cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
We're going classic Druid.
Yeah.
Druid gonna do Druid things.
And that's a saving throw from me, is it not?
Rhiannon,
Yep.
don't walk into the moon.
Constitution saving throw, please.
All right, that is going to be a 17, so I think it's half damage.
Okay.
Ophelia, you're going to be next, and then Xanthias.
Oh god, I panicked. I'm panicking. 6 points of radiant damage,
So half to 3.
3.
Yeah, you watch as the energy begins to bombard the creature's carapace. You can see some scoring and marks, but you're going to need to hit this thing a little bit harder to put it down, I think.
And then do I still have a bonus action as well?
Yeah, still a bonus action.
In which case, I will once again activate my Armor of Oak and Thorn.
Nice. We watch as that green armor, like a knight's armor made of wood and vines and everything, begins to coalesce around you. Wonderful. Excellent turn. Ophelia.
Ophelia would like to use her bonus action and activate Form of Dread.
What does that look like?
So you watch as Ophelia's form changes and her skin almost tightens around her skeleton. Her cheeks sink in, her eye sockets darken, and this red sort of pigmentation starts to form on her ungauntleted hand. And she is going to strike at this boy
Excellent.
with Voracity.
Excellent.
Watch this number. Oh my god. It is a 19 to hit.
Is a hit.
Perfect.
You did it!
I did it. And I'm going to activate a point of Crimson Fury as well
Ooh.
and add an extra d6 to this attack.
We love it.
So
From
that
your
is
special
a-
barbarian subclass
Yes.
that I made.
Yeah.
Half of the blood rate, the blood fury.
So that is an extra 9 points of damage. 9, 10, 11 points of damage, sorry.
So 11 total?
Yep.
Righty. So Veracity being a magic weapon, it pierces through into this creature, maybe shattering one of the many crystals that adorn its strange protomagi form as it shatters and bursts, and you see it kind of stumble back a little bit, obviously injured by the blow.
And you need to do a wisdom saving throw for me, s'il vous plaît, to see if you're
Oh.
frightened.
Okay. Well, I will say this is
guy.
a construct, and it cannot be frightened.
No!
So as you strike, whatever power you have, you try and surge your horrendous form into it. But you just the single glowing crystal and this weird, strange face looks at you. Unacceptable. Do not understand.
The nerve!
Wonderful. Anything else on your turn, Ophelia?
Can I shimmy around and try to touch one of the crystals?
You will get an opportunity attack from this creature.
Bring it on.
Alrighty. Huh. Oh, that is going to be a 25 to hit you.
Yep.
But only 7 points of slashing damage as its kind of
Okie
crested
dokie.
blade comes down and strikes you.
I have a...
That is its third reaction, so it has no more reactions now.
Alrighty.
All right, end of turn.
Yes. Thank you.
Xanthius.
Nice. It's got no reactions. I moonwalk out of there.
Do.
I would like to pick up the final orb.
Well, there's two more. So there is
of course,
green and orange. Metal and gravity.
Gravity sounds fun, huh?
Sure.
I wanna mess with gravity real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, give me that
when
orange.
you touch the orange crystal,
Yeah.
you gain that same power. You can now control the direction of your own gravity.
Sweet.
You have no fall damage. The crystal, however, sparks violently, as do all of the others and the Guardian itself. And now there's this deep red pulsing light throughout the entire chamber.
Maybe too many crystals.
How bad can that be?
Xanthius.
I want the circular room. I want to continue falling around the circle of this room,
Okay.
and I'm going faster and faster.
Can you at
Just
least
changing
try and
your direction.
slap the Guardian on the way past?
Yeah, when I reach terminal velocity.
Okay.
No, I need to be careful with my spell slots. I've spent a lot, so I'm gonna do Scorching Ray at 3rd level, my final spell slot.
Okay. How many rays is that? 4?
4 Scorching Rays, but
Wow.
I'm like spinning around this thing.
Is it 4? Is it none? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Watch this
Watch this.
drive. 18.
With any bonuses?
No.
18 hits.
Hell yeah!
Wow, what's he?
The next one is a 22.
Hits.
Oh.
Yes.
Next one is a 22.
my
Hits.
God.
Natural 1.
Right, three out of 4 ain't bad.
Not bad.
66 fire damage.
All right. That is
Do you not want more
8.
d6?
Nah,
Okay.
bruh.
Okay.
8, 11. Ooh, a number. 19 fire damage.
19.
Nice.
You watch, this creature is now bloodied. As it gets to half health, you watch as its form kind of distorts and erratically, and you begin to see power begins to be building up within the creature itself.
Oh no!
It's gonna blow.
It still
I
has...
don't know how to slow down.
The green crystal hasn't been touched, correct?
No.
No.
Yeah.
All right, when it reaches bloodied, it only has, it would have had multiple things it would have done if you didn't infuse these crystals, but with the remaining green one, its body the metal on it seems to shift and twist as giant lance-like spikes protrude from it in like a flashing, kind of skewering motion out from it. Anybody who was within melee range, which I believe is Rowan, Ophelia, and Daisy currently, Xanthius, you did say that you were spinning around the room at high grav. I'm going to make a single melee attack against each of you as an immediate sort of like response to it falling to half health. So against, who is it? Rowan, 18 to hit. Against Ophelia, that is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
And against Daisy, that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you are all gonna take. Ooh! That is gonna be
dodge.
15 slashing damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Piercing damage, I should say.
I'm gonna try and Stone's endurance. That
Uncanny
one.
dodge, you take half, so that would be 7.
Thank you.
That's a 1.
Oh.
Rowan goes down.
Oh.
Oh no!
As Rowan goes down, the tether ends and the purple crystal lights back up, charging the Guardian's attacks.
No.
What if I had 2?
Xanthius,
Can't have to.
end of turn.
But arguably the purple one is probably better for us to have and not him.
As I'm rapidly spinning around the room, could I, as a free action, slap that purple crystal? And have 2 orbs in me? While I'm at it, I'll just keep an arm out and just get all of them.
I wrote the rules that you can only be infused by one thing at a time. However, we got like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can touch multiple crystals.
It's less that I slap them all, more like crash right through them.
Yeah?
And that's who I am now.
Yeah? You want to break all of the crystals?
Maybe that's what happens. Maybe it doesn't happen.
You need to tell me if that's what you're trying to do.
Would be kind of fun though, wouldn't it? Oh shit!
Okay, Xanthius.
Oh, he's gonna kill all
Rapidly
of us.
controlling your gravity, constantly changing the direction of down to keep you in this like constant movement.
Yeah.
You build up speed, and in an instant, you smash through all 4 crystals.
At light speed.
No.
I know that's not how things work.
How much HP you got?
Oh.
How much HP do I need?
as the DM, answer my question first.
19 HP.
19 HP.
Probably enough.
You smash through 4 crystals.
Oh.
I'm going to do 2d6 of damage for each crystal.
Odds are bad.
That's
Pretty bad odds.
Oh, especially when I roll like that.
Oh no, you in danger.
Wait, what was that?
bye.
That would be 31 points of force damage. However, all of the crystal infusions immediately dissipate, and that pulsing red light just turns on and does not go away again. The Guardian itself is also going to take 31 points of force damage.
Down continues to be down for me. I skid around the edge of the room.
Well, as soon as all 4 destroyed, your body just falls to the ground at high speed, impacting against the wall.
Yeah.
But you watch as Xanthias' body just builds up so much arcane energy, it coalesces around him and just rips his body apart as he's thrown through all of them. He's slammed against a wall as the Guardian itself is also kind of detonated from power within. It's limping. Pieces of its armor are now falling off, its crystals sparking and buzzing, but it is still standing. And it is its go. On its turn, it does not have any access to any of its cool powers. All it can do is make normal attacks, but it is going to strike out at... I've got 1, 2, 3... You're down.
Yeah.
I've got 2 targets.
You could stomp me if you want.
I'm going to roll a d4. 1, 2, Ophelia. 3, 4, Daisy. 1, 2, Ophelia. I'm coming for you.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Mark, what did you roll? What did you roll there, buddy?
With this.
On my special high roller's dice, I
That
rolled a
dice is
natural
going
20.
in the bin.
Sad clap.
The way that we do critical hits is we maximize the die of damage and then we roll it again. Its melee attack is a d12.
Oh, so 12 minimum.
12 plus 6, 18, plus another 5, 23 points of damage to Ophelia. Just in a brutal attack, just sparking and erratic like a puppet with its strings cut. It slams the sort of bladed crescent arm down on you and you fall unconscious, Ophelia.
Katie, it's happening again.
Rowan! Death saving throw, please.
Sure thing. Watch this drive. Oh, 16.
16 is the success.
We're okay.
Alrighty. After that, it is Daisy's turn.
Just 3 bodies on the floor.
Okay, I'm going to go down. So I'm still within attack range at the moment.
Yep.
So I'm not provoking any opportunities.
Sure.
I'm going to go down and Healing Hands Rowan,
Okay.
because he's the boy with the healing.
Thank you.
Very good idea.
So I will heal Rowan, which I believe is now, hang on,
3d4.
3d4 now.
So now after Daisy, it will be Gruff's turn.
There's no crystal energy on me anymore, right?
There is no for anybody. Yeah,
You
it's
have
all
10
gone.
hit points.
Oh.
10 hit points to Rowan.
3d4.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's really good.
Then I will. That was very aggressive, but I meant it.
It's a good line.
Yeah, I can't hate that.
Then I'm gonna disengage
Bonus action, you are a rogue. You can bonus action disengage.
and fly towards, like, the furthest away I can get from him and towards the door out.
There is no door out. It closed behind you.
I know that I want to go towards a door, that door,
Okay.
to see if I can try and
Force it open or something.
do something with it.
Sure,
But
okay.
I want to get away from its melee range just now.
Sure. Yep, that's
So
absolutely
that we
fine.
don't have 4
Yep.
people down.
You can fly away, disengage, no attack of opportunity. You fly away and get out of range.
Rowan's
All right.
alive.
Gruff.
It looks real rough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
You've
gruff.
got Moonbeam active,
Yeah.
though. I should have made a saving throw on its
Oh,
turn.
yeah.
DC 15.
Failed.
So you will
Max damage.
take some 6 points of damage again.
6 points of
Same
damage.
roll.
This thing does look really rough. Its movement, its armor is all broken. A couple of good hits might finish this thing off.
Right.
Heal or hurt? Heal or hurt? We're gonna go.
Rowan's alive now.
We're gonna go with a little hurt.
Do it.
I'm a bit conflicted. I'm hearing voices. They're telling me two things.
Hurt.
However,
What's in your heart, Gruff?
I want to hurt. I'm going to hurt.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all bloodthirsty. I will cast Shillelagh first so I can hurt more.
Yep.
All together now. Yeah, okay. So, that is 14 to hit.
I'm going to say with its armor so broken from the devastating of like the crystals breaking, I'm going to say that hits.
That is 10 points of damage.
Oh!
Didn't do it.
Good or bad?
Gruff, as you reach up, you have your staff glowing with green energy. How do you finish this thing off?
Thanks,
I think it will just be an almighty leap and spinning the staff round. I'll just
Can I make a suggestion?
yeah.
There's almost a moment because you remember somebody using a move just like the one you're describing from a tournament, and I happen to know a certain someone is in the audience.
Where are you?
Where are you? Jasper
Where
Cartwright.
is he?
As our good friend Jasper Cartwright.
Inspired by Sir Atlas himself.
Sir Atlas, a guest character played by our good friend Jasper, did a very similar move. So maybe inspired by that,
Yes.
you leap through the air, bringing your staff down like it's a spear, plunging through the Guardian's body as it falls apart. Whatever magic.
Mission failure, mission critical, comet facility disabled.
And the Guardian goes still. However, we have some people injured. I'm going to ask you guys, what the next person to act after Gruff would have been Ophelia. Can you make a death saving throw for me, please?
With pleasure.
Are you shitting me?
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
For real?
Is that a natural one?
Yeah.
That is 2 failed death saves. Xanthius.
Like she was meant to die.
Oh, that's her goal, though, right?
Yeah.
Xanthius.
I don't know how many
Okay.
natural ones you've rolled on a death save, and how many nat 20s you've rolled.
Not this time.
What did you roll?
7 a failure.
Okay,
Seven
that's not
failure.
one,
Okay,
though.
no, but it's still burn.
Rhiannon has rolled the most ones of anybody I know.
3 of you are awake.
Okay.
Ophelia has the translocation coin on her, but there is
That is
a
true.
risk of using it.
I'm laying next to Ophelia, kind of groggy. I'm sorry I pushed you.
I'm sorry I tripped you.
Reach out, hold hands together.
I'm sorry I tripped you. That's you.
I'm sorry I tripped you. That's you.
Those living.
Yeah.
What is the plan? How are you? The door is closed, and there does
leave.
not seem to be any way to open the door from within this chamber now. Without the purple crystal to power it, this chamber is sealed.
Oh my god.
What the hell do we do? Well,
We need Ophelia back.
Obsidious
we
did
need
say
Ophelia.
the coin might work, but
Nah, we need Ophelia back to.
I will healing word. Put a hand on Ophelia's face.
What?
Yep.
She's the favorite child.
Yep.
Yeah.
Healing word.
I bought it.
You get healing worded.
Gruff, do you go and heal?
I will cure wounds, the naughty one.
As the
Gruff and
two of
Rowan
you,
just do a knowing nod.
Yeah.
you begin to all feel, as you're healing these people, there is a sudden lurch as something in this comet, in this protomagi vault, has shifted and changed. Something that has not changed in the centuries that it has been flying across Altheya. Whatever you have done, the destruction of the crystals, the Guardian, has had a profound effect, and you can feel those vibrations build to a crescendo. What are you guys doing? You have a turn.
Coin!
The coin.
The coin!
The
Coin
token.
it. We need to get out of here.
Let's all hold hands.
Hold my hand.
And coin it.
Everybody.
No.
In a circle. Come on.
Okay.
Xanthius, come
Okay,
on.
fine.
We'll leave you behind,
I
bitch.
know.
As you all gather and hold hands, Ophelia, you channel the power of the coin, remembering that the sort of phrase that was taught to you by Obsidius, as you feel sudden lurching, as your bodies are pulled from this space, but there is maybe some sort of interference. What happens? We will have to find out. But what we see is as all of you disappear from the comet, we now see it from the outside as it hurtles across Altheya, reaching back up high into the sky, reaching back to head towards the void beyond. The comet seems to implode in light.
Uh-oh.
And a pulse of light engulfs all of Altheya as magic shifts so slightly in the world, as certain spells and certain powers begin to change. As we now shift to the 2024 Players Handbook rule set.
All right.
Oh, very clever.
But what happens to our heroes?
My
Well,
subclass doesn't exist anymore.
what happens to our heroes? You'll just have to tune in Sundays at 5 p.m. on twitch.tv/HeroesTV to find out. Damn. Everybody, thank you so much. Just before we take our final bow, I wanted to once again say thank you so much. Thank you to my amazing cast of players. Thank you to all of you for coming to see us at this incredible show. Thank you to the Adelphi staff for their help and management. And thank you to AEG Events and especially our dear friend Eliza who helped put all of this together. Thank you all so much. We hope you've enjoyed High Rollers Live. Let's go and take...
Oh, and our DM.
Yes. Let's go and take our West End bow. Let's go. This is a bit of a dream, actually. It's the West End, and we're about to take a big old bow.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Have a safe trip home. Everyone get home safe.
Oh,
Thank you all so much,
everybody.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
oh,
Bye, everybody.
oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is not.
Everyone up there! Let me take a picture of
I
you
can't
guys.
see anything.
Oh my God, no.
Can we have the house lights up so we can see?
Yeah, can we have the house lights up?
Outside.
I want to see them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. There we go. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. See if we gotta get out of here.
Bye bye.
Oh,
I'm so hot.
Can we get our things?
Yeah, get your
wait.
stuff.
Encore, one more game.
No, the Adelphi will kill us, Tom. We love you guys too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.